Welcome, everybody, to coverage of the NFC Divisional Round of the playoffs with the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Live Bay Area itself, the Cowboys and the Niners. We are just 5 minutes away till kickoff. I am Chris Firma here with Matthew Sadik. And tonight we're going to have the final Divisional Round game before the Conference Championship games. So once again, before we start this game, I want to go over a recap of what just happened in the NFL. First things first, the AFC Championship game has been confirmed. The Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals right after an unfortunate loss in Buffalo. The Bengals came in to Orchard Park and upset Buffalo 27-10 and are moving on to the AFC Championship for the second straight year, looking to make back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. The Philadelphia Eagles took down the New York Giants last night 38-7 and punched their ticket to the NFC Championship, where they will either host the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. Once again, welcome. I'm Chris Firma with Matthew Say. So, Matthew, in this game, the Cowboys and the 49ers here, kickoff will soon start. What do you see from a guy like Brock Purdy being Mr. Irrelevant? I think probably the greatest Mr. Irrelevant of all time, obviously being the last pick in the draft, coming in and somehow taking this Niners team to the divisional round of the playoffs and potentially the NFC Championship. What do you need to see from Mr. Irrelevant tonight?
I mean, just saying, I respect that man. Nobody expected this to be happening right now. Lance goes down. Garoppolo goes down. Brock Purdy comes in, and he is a menace. He is a beast. The Niners cannot lose a game when he's starting. As Christian McCaffrey, this is the McCaffrey impact for the Niners. Even though he got traded from the Panthers, we are a Panthers channel, but it's sad to say it, but with Christian McCaffrey starting, they are 11-0. So the McCaffrey impact is amazing for the Niners. But now back to Brock Purdy. He needs to play amazing tonight. The Cowboys, they have a great defensive line, and their defense has improved over the years a lot. Micah Parsons, somebody who can get in your face, and you do not want to deal with him, but he's going to have to deal with them a lot. I feel like if the Niners offensive line plays really solid and gives Purdy time, and Purdy can find the open man, this is going to be a good game. But Brock Purdy, I'm just excited to see this man play in a divisional game, as nobody ever expected this to be happening.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. This is a Cinderella story. This will be a story that no one will ever forget, how Mr. Irrelevant saved the 49ers season, took them from a team that was kind of up and down. They lost Trey Lance at the start of the season. Jimmy Garoppolo played good until he also got injured, and there was only one man standing. Mr. Irrelevant himself stepped into the starting role and took this 49ers team to the playoffs and could take them to the next step. But that's only going to be if they get a win tonight. Let's go and take a look at the injury report for the Dallas Cowboys. Backup quarterback Will Grier and former Carolina Panther is inactive for tonight's game, alongside Jason Peters, Jalen Tolbert, Nashawn Wright, and Peyton Hendershot. And then for the San Francisco 49ers, defensive edge Drake Jackson, tight end Tyler Kroft, Ambry Thomas at quarterback. I heard he's been a key piece, but he's going to be out for tonight's game. And Tyron Davis-Price, the third-string running back, will also be inactive for tonight's game. According to ESPN, the matchup predictor has the Dallas Cowboys winning with a 51.2% chance, as it looks like the odds, we're looking at a pretty good football game, Matthew.
Yeah, I'm very excited to just watch this. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, what can he do? The Cowboys, known for choking, they have not won a Super Bowl since the 1990s, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if they're America's team, nobody wants them to win, okay? But I feel like they have a chance at winning this game. I don't know. I mean, the Niners, they looked amazing, but if we're looking at that over-under, the Niners it's -3.5. I think right here, I'm going to pick the Cowboys because I feel like the Niners are not winning by more than 3 points if they're winning, to be fully honest. But this is going to be an amazing game. I think it's a rematch of last year. We remember Dak Prescott making a clock management decision that was not the best, if you could say, and Cowboys lost because of it. And let's see if the result could switch up this season.
I mean, yeah, we all remember that play at AT&T Stadium where Dak Prescott, instead of running out of bounds, the Cowboys were out of timeouts, decided to slide inbounds. They tried to get one more play up, but could not spike the ball off in time, and it costed the Cowboys their season. The 49ers had a good playoff run. They went from the wild card game all the way to the NFC Championship, where they fell short of what we find out to be the Super Bowl champions in the Los Angeles Rams. But we are going to go on commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go on quick commercial break. When we come back, it'll be kickoff. The number 5 seed Dallas Cowboys and the number 2 seed San Francisco 49ers coming up next. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back. It is just about time. You saw him right there, Christian McCaffrey. Yes, I did make that intro like before the Panthers and this NFL season even started. He was a Panther at the start of the season, one of the top 5 running backs in the NFL. Carolina got off to a rocky start after firing head coach Matt Rule, decided to trade away the best player on our team to the San Francisco 49ers. But he has really turned the 49ers around, now put them in position to head of the NFC Championship. And ironically, the guy on the right, Greg Olsen, a Panther legend and tight end for the Panthers, probably should be in the Hall of Fame. He lost Super Bowl 50 in this exact stadium to the Denver Broncos, Levi Stadium in San Francisco. So where the Broncos-Panthers Super Bowl 50 game was. Should have had it. Broncos. Peyton Manning had 9 passing touchdowns and 17 interceptions that season. The Panthers, Cam Newton was the best quarterback in the NFL. I think it was just obvious. Like everything was Carolina's way in that game, and they somehow lost. It was like a what-if sports sims. You sim it one time, you're only going to get one result with the Broncos winning, and that's what happened back in 2015. So here we go. It is nearly time. Mr. Irrelevant and the San Francisco 49ers are taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, we cannot have anybody join tonight. We're going to try another night for other streamers and content creators to come join the streams. We're not going to be able to do that tonight, Juiceville. But we're still waiting for him to kick off. I don't know why it's taking so long. The game should have started 5 minutes ago, but
yeah, that's
I
weird.
guess we're just going to have to.
Yeah, another commercial.
I guess we just have to wait.
There's always delays.
We're going to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in playoff football.
Like,
Well, I guess I should go ahead and bring up the fact that Christian McCaffrey, in his short-term career with the San Francisco 49ers, had 746 rushing yards and 6 rushing touchdowns in half of a season with this 49ers team. So I think that's an incredible stat to barely be on the team. And then, all right, let's look at this. Like Matthew was saying, the Niners have they've caught fire. In their last 5 games, they beat Seattle by 8 on Thursday Night Football, blew out the Commanders, survived to the Raiders, blew out the Cardinals, and just blew out the Seahawks in the playoffs. For the Cowboys, they lost in overtime to the Jaguars. They won it barely to the Eagles, but that was against Gardner Minshew. They beat the Titans by 14. They got blown out by Sam Howell and the Commanders, and then beat Tom Brady. But I think the biggest story for Dallas is special teams. Brett Maher, kicker for the Dallas Cowboys, missed not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 extra points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 4. So I heard that earlier this week, the Cowboys signed a kicker to their practice squad, and I believe that kicker will be active for this game just in case Maher gets off to another bad start, because we know the 49ers are not going to be like Tom Brady and put up like 0 points in the first half. We're expecting the Niners to be a much better team tonight when they have playmakers like Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and then Brock Purdy playing amazing. Then on defensively, they're probably one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. So you're going to expect a lot better stats and plays from this 49ers team, which you would have expected out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially a team that went under 500. And the only reason they made the playoffs is because the NFC South division was terrible. And the Carolina Panthers were 1 game off of winning the NFC South. We were this close to playing the Cowboys in the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that would have gone bad. We would have gotten to host a playoff game. I think that looked good for the franchise, but another disappointing year. We have a 5-year playoff drought, and hopefully we draft a quarterback that could be the next Cam Newton for our not complete Cam Newton. I don't want him to choke in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
a regular season version of 2015 Cam Newton. But for 4 straight seasons.
Even the playoffs, like even that divisional round against the Seahawks,
yeah.
And the Cardinals 49-15 in the NFC Championship.
The Super Bowl was just like
I don't know what happened to him. And it's tough to say that he's a choker when he went to Auburn, went 13-0, won the national championship. He took an Auburn team that had nobody. Everyone expected Auburn to be one of the worst college football teams that year. Cam Newton transfers there. Gus Malzahn names him the starting quarterback. 13-0. They go to the national championship. They win the national championship against Marcus Mariota and the Oregon Ducks. And he went from being probably an undrafted quarterback to the number 1 pick to the Carolina Panthers and an MVP quarterback. I feel like what ruined his career, I don't think it was that Super Bowl. I don't think that, he had a really terrible game in the Super Bowl. I think it was a couple years after he started battling with injuries. The Panthers got up to a good start in 2017. They lost.
2017 was a great year.
2018 started off with the Panthers 6-2. They go to a Thursday night football game on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And on a 3rd and 4, Cam Newton tried to get the ball out. TJ Watt ripped his arm in half, and he was never seen as a good football quarterback again. Oh, and just insult to injury, the Panthers lost that game 52-14.
Yeah, the Steelers always crush the Panthers.
That's actually not true.
Speaking of quarterbacks, let's talk about Brock Purdy last game. Last week against the Seahawks. He had 332 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, throwing no interceptions. So just amazing game. Christian McCaffrey with over 115 rushing yards, and then Deebo Samuel with over 130 receiving yards. And the defense played amazing. When you score a lot of points, you're going to give up a lot of points. That's just a given fact most of the time, especially in the playoffs.
I think it's officially time. Yeah, Brock Purdy is just a great quarterback. You can see him here on Fox. Yeah, it's just about time. Erin Andrews giving her sideline report. Just about time.
It's going to be one for the ages.
Mm-hmm. I think this will be the best divisional round playoff game of the this season.
Oh, yeah.
Because the other 3 have been very downfall, not so want to watch games. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, I know who he is. Never mind. All right, let's see. I think it's just about time. Brett Maher has his helmet on. He is going to kick off the ball. So the San Francisco 49ers are going to get the ball to start it off. Let's go and get this scoreboard up right here. As you can see here, we had a little altercation before the game started.
Wow.
With Trent Williams, the left tackle of the San Francisco 49ers, and with one of the training staff members of the Dallas Cowboys. That's kind of interesting.
And Robbie Gould was trying to put it up.
It's time. It is game time. It is go time in Santa Clara. Brett Maher, who missed 4 extra points last week, is going to kick it away. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Make sure to subscribe and tune in throughout this stream. Here we go. The Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers, a spot in the NFC Championship on the line, and we're underway from Santa Clara and Levi Stadium as Ray McLeod nearly touched the football. It goes in the back of the end zone, and the San Francisco 49ers will start from their own 25-yard line. And there he's, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy coming in at quarterback.
Here we go. I feel like this first play, you come out with a banger, you go big. I feel like you either run it to McCaffrey or you throw it long.
So we're expecting either a conservative or a big start here for the Niners. Let's see what Brock Purdy and company have. McCaffrey in the backfield. They're going to wave George Kittle to the right side. You can see Micah Parsons coming off the edge, showing blitz right here on 1st and 10, first play of this divisional round. It's a toss to McCaffrey, and Christian McCaffrey is going to be eaten up at the line of scrimmage before taken down by the Cowboys defensive line. As it's going to be 2nd and long for the 49ers. Check out their offense, Matthew.
Yeah, Trent Williams at left tackle. He's a Pro Bowler. Aaron Banks, Jake Brendel, Spencer, and it went away. Then Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle as the receiving core.
Now a 2nd and 10. There's Deebo in the backfield. The Niners, they like to do that. And Brock Purdy can't feel the pressure. He gets sacked. And the Cowboys were ready for it. They saw the offensive line move the other way. And that was Oza Odungwazia with the sack. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Niners.
Like I said, look at that. Just also, DeMarcus Lawrence got by. So he was going to get a sack if the sack was not already made. And the Cowboys defensive line, like I said earlier, they are just dominant. And Brock Purdy and the Niners offensive line cannot let them get into their heads and get to Purdy. Because you just saw an example right there of what can happen.
3rd and 19. Purdy feeling the pressure. He dumps it short. It's caught by Deebo. He's got a long way to go, and he is not going to pick up the first down. It's Vander Esch with the tackle. It is 4th down. And a quick 3 and out for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's give credit to the Dallas Cowboys defense.
Yeah, that is Vander Esch. I'm pretty sure 91st tackle of this season, as he has the 2nd most tackles on the Dallas Cowboys defensive end. And here comes the punt.
This is Mitch Wisnikowski and Commentate Turpin to return it. Yep. Here's the punt. You got a feel for that one. And this is going to be ruled down. This is going to go out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Erica's team is taking the field here in Santa Clara. Let's see what Prescott's got in mind. But here's that punt again, Matthew. You look like he got a piece of him right there.
Yeah, if he didn't get a piece out, he did hit his leg, but nothing that you could really call. But that's an amazing punt.
Yeah. So the Cowboys starting from their own 26. They got 2 receivers lined up on the left. 1st and 10 for the away team. And here comes the snap. Prescott, play action. Looking downfield, now got to roll to his left. He's feeling the pressure, gets the ball out, and it is nearly caught by CeeDee Lamb. Almost intercepted as well, but a flag on the first offensive play for the Cowboys. That's Gibson who nearly picked it off. I'll have to see what the penalty is.
It's a holding. as Bill Vinovich going to make the call. This is his 17th season as an official and his 17th postseason game.
There's the hold on Nick Bosa.
There's the hold, yep.
You got to contain Nick Bosa. I mean, do anything you can, but that's easy. Yeah. That's an easy call.
He's pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah. Now 1st and 20. There's Bosa. And now they have not an empty backfield. Tony Pollard to the right side. He's had a better season than Ezekiel Elliott. And Pollard takes off for a nice gain of positive yardage. It's going to make it 2nd and 14 after a gain of 6 yards from Pollard.
Yeah, unexpected season from him as Dak Prescott in the wildcard game against Tampa, 25 for 33, 305 passing yards, and 4 touchdowns with a 143.3 rating. So great game from Dak Prescott as he really showed what he is going to try and do this playoffs.
Now a 2nd and 14 for the Cowboys. Prescott with some time. Now running out of time. Throwing over the sideline. It is caught for the first down to T.Y. Hilton, who was acquired in free agency. The former Pro Bowl wide receiver in Indianapolis, now making big plays in the playoffs with the Cowboys. First down.
Yeah, as great route. And he got an opening. Prescott found the perfect throw. That's an amazing throw. It could have been a little bit earlier, though, because Hilton was waiting for like around a second. So could have been intercepted.
Here's a run up the gut. This is going to go nowhere. That's Fred Warner who brought the pressure, a tackle for loss. It's going to be 2nd and long for the Cowboys.
This 49ers defense is just filled of Pro Bowl players who play at an elite level. As you could see, wow, what a job tripping up Pollard there, getting through the offensive line, barely tripping him up. Great play there from Fred Warner.
That's a loss of 2 yards to make it 2nd and 12. 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Tony Pollard in the backfield. We're 4 minutes into the first quarter in this scoreless NFC Divisional Round game. 2nd and 12. This is caught. And CeeDee Lamb, that should be forward progress. It's going to remain 3rd and long for the Cowboys. Lamb's first catch of the night.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Just under 11 minutes left in this first quarter. Dak Prescott trying to get a big first down here.
Cowboys going hurry up right here. They're not waiting for the Niners. Now they're going to slow the tempo down a little bit. 3rd and 7. Cowboys were 7 for 13 last week in Tampa Bay. Can they pick up a first down right here? Or they're going to have to punt the ball back right to Brock Purdy. Prescott looking in trouble. Throws over the middle. It is incomplete. Looking for tight end Dalton Schultz. It's going to be 4th and 7, and the Cowboys are going to have to punt.
Yeah, so here we go. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, getting the ball back in his hands if the Niners don't drop the punt. But you never know. We remember what happened to the Panthers.
I'm going to give credit to Talano Hufanga, the second-year guy of USC. He's been a new star on the rise here in San Francisco. Made a great defensive play on Dalton Schultz right there. 4th and 7. Brian Anger to punt this one away furiously as he sends this one all the way to about the 10. He's backing up to the 5-yard line. This will be returned by Ray McLeod. He cuts it back to the middle of the field and we'll get to about the 18-yard line before he's taken down. 10-11 to go in the first quarter. Both teams come up empty on their opening drive. We're here in Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. The San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This telecast is live on the Carolina Cast. Welcome back, everybody, as both teams traded away the football. Dak Prescott starts off this game 2 for 3 with 20 yards passing. Brock Purdy starts off 1 for 1 with 12 yards passing. And we'll see. Both teams came up empty on their opening drives. Let's see what the Niners can pick up right here.
Yeah. What does Mr. Irrelevant got in him? Come on,
here we
San
go.
Fran. Get this game started. We haven't really seen any big plays yet, so I want to see something.
Starting from their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the San Francisco 49ers. They have I formation. McCaffrey to the right side, and he's going to pick up a gain, 3 to 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and mid for the Niners as we have 10 minutes remaining into this first quarter. Only 5 minutes have elapsed. Both teams have already had possession, but came up empty. As here's a look at the Cowboys defense. They took a big step from last year where they were known as the Alice Cowboys. Stephen A. Smith, they didn't have any D, but they've looked really good on defense this year.
Yeah, 12th overall defensive, 8th in passing. So their pass defense has been amazing. And then the rush defense, 22nd. So that's not too good, but that can improve.
As there's a 2nd and 7. There's Deebo Samuel on the run. He is stuffed right at the first down marker. It looks like he's going to be a yard short, making it 3rd and 1 for the 49ers. A gain of 6 yards on the run from Deebo Samuel. We know the Niners, ever since last year, have turned him into a wide back. They love to run the ball with Deebo. It's 3rd and 1. The Niners are going with the tempo. They're going hurry up. And they're going to run it up the gut. Christian McCaffrey picks up the first down with ease, and the Niners get to extend the drive.
And that's the Cowboys' rushing defense, 22nd in the NFL. You could see why Niners just running all over them, and they know the strategy. So far, they've ran the ball a lot, and passing-wise, you don't have to pass. If you're going to run the ball and you're going to keep getting those first downs and get some big gains, then keep pounding the rock to McCaffrey because he is one of the best running backs in the NFL.
So now 1st and 10 for the Niners. 3 receivers line up on the left. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. They go play action. Purdy over the middle. He's got George Kittle, a first down into Dallas territory. A big gainer. The biggest play of the game for the Niners so far. And it is going to be a first down for San Francisco.
That's to the tight end, number 85, George Kittle. He's going to get inside the 40. What a route. Looks like an in route there from Kittle, and Brock Purdy with a dime right on the money to George Kittle down the middle of the field, and that is amazing.
Now up the gut, McCaffrey's only going to pick up a yard. I do want to point out 2 plays before I saw DeMarcus Lawrence, the left edge for the Dallas Cowboys, walk off the field in some pain. He sat down on the sideline. That might be something to look out for. But here's some of the stats from Brock Purdy. He just looks amazing.
Yeah, nobody really could stop the man. Maybe Micah Parsons. Maybe he could do something to Purdy, but so far, Purdy 2 for 2 passing for 43 yards after that big play to George Kittle.
Play action. Purdy rolling to his left. There is Micah Parsons right there, but Purdy fires into the end zone, and it is nearly intercepted. Purdy's intended target was Brandon Ayuk, but the pass was nearly intercepted by Dayron Bland, the cornerback from Fresno State University. The rookie nearly made a humongous play early.
Yeah, that's a jump ball. Can't really expect Ayuk to make that play. So happy that the Cowboys didn't get that interception. So 3rd and 9 now. This could be a big play. They are in field goal range. It would be a pretty long field goal, but they are in range.
3rd and 9, Purdy rolling, throwing, and incomplete for McCaffrey. That's going to make it 4th and 9. I do want to keep in mind, Robbie Gould has never missed a field goal in his postseason career. You can see Brock Purdy coming off. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan wants to put his perfect postseason record at risk, but great defense as there's DeMarcus Lawrence stepping back on the field making a play.
Yeah, maybe the punter comes on. I don't know.
They're punting
the football. So just try and get the Cowboys as far back as you can. Inside the 10, I would say. But this is a really tough punt to make because you really only have 40 yards to keep it in the air. So once that first bounce goes, Niners players are going to have to do something.
This one might even end up in the end zone immediately. Can they save it? No, they cannot. A Cowboys player was in the way, and Dallas is going to start from their own 20-yard line. 7:01 to go here in the first quarter. That was interesting. I guess Kyle Shanahan did not want to put up Robbie Gould's perfect postseason record on the line as Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys take the field next. 7:01 to go in this first quarter. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. The Cowboys starting from their own 20-yard line after the Niners had a punt that fell into the end zone. I formation for Dallas, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off up the gut with Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to pick up a yard before he gets taken down immediately. And it'll be 2nd and long for Dallas.
Yeah, Dak Prescott so far in this one, 2 for 3 passing. As in the NFL ranks on offense, 9th in rushing, 14th in passing, 11th best offense in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys, as CeeDee Lamb, the only Pro Bowler on that offense, well, on the receiver/running back core.
It's now 2nd and 9. There's a handoff to the left side. Tony Pollard is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He won't get anywhere. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long for the Cowboys as they try to run it with Pollard to the left side, and he got eaten alive at the line of scrimmage. A big 3rd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, the Niners, they have the 2nd best rushing defense in the NFL. They are the best defense in the NFL statistically. So the Niners defense is just unstoppable this season, and that's also a big part in them winning these games with the injuries.
3rd and 9, Prescott to the sideline. It's intercepted. It is intercepted. He was trying to get it to one of his receivers, and it gets picked off. The 49ers are going to have amazing field positioning. How about that? The interception by DeAndre Lenore, the 2nd-year man out of Oregon, as Dak Prescott tried to get it to Michael Gallup, but threw it a little too low.
As there you go. That's where the Niners defense comes into play. As he actually threw that one decent height, but just all Lenore needs to do is just hop up and get that one. Horrible throw from Prescott, not in control, and the Niners are in field goal range to start off this drive.
And I mean, give credit to the second-year guy of Oregon University, Lenore, with that interception, a humongous play, and the Niners are just barely out of the red zone to start this next drive. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. McCaffrey to Purdy's right. They wave George Kittle to the left side. Play action. Purdy looking, trying to get away from the pressure, and he gets sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence brought the pressure to Brock Purdy. It's going to be 2nd and long for the Niners now.
And there's that Cowboys defensive line making Brock Purdy lose yards, giving him all the pressure as that was Deebo Samuel who was blocking there. So not really his fault, as I don't think he could stop one of the best rushers in the NFL. And 19 pressures in the wild card match at Tampa Bay.
He was really brought the pressure to Tom Brady.
And
after a loss of 6, yeah, that's really how they won the game. After the loss of 6 on the sack, 2nd and 16, play clock got to 0. The refs did not see it, and McCaffrey is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Once again, the Dallas Cowboys defensive line making big plays. That's Carlos Watkins from Clemson University with the tackle. That's going to make it 3rd and long for the Niners. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Yeah, on that screen pass, Watkins and the Cowboys defense gonna read it. They know exactly what the Niners are doing. They can stuff McCaffrey. So 3rd and long, well, very long, you could say. 3rd and 15, 3 for 5 so far. Brock Purdy on the passing game. Let's see if he could get a big gain here. Looking like it's gonna be an open man. I could tell.
Yeah, the Niners 1 for 3 on 3rd down as Purdy throws to the sideline and it's caught. Ayuk makes the catch. Did he get there? Well, I guess that wasn't really the sideline, but it was more to the right side. And looks like Ayuk should have the 1st down, a gainer of 16, and the Niners can keep this drive alive. Look like a 1st down. Yeah.
Yeah, that man needs a map. Ayuk went boom, then he just turned around, moved to the side. He got open there. Purdy threads the needle right to Ayuk, and Brandon Ayuk, who's been playing amazing this season, and I actually have him in fantasy in like 3 leagues. So I love that man.
1st and goal from the 10. There's McCaffrey down the sideline. Christian McCaffrey stays on his feet, and the ball came out the end, but they're going to rule him down by contact, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, McCaffrey hasn't been able to do anything that big so far, as that one big run play was from Deebo Samuel. So McCaffrey, not huge involvement. Well, he's actually had a lot of involvement, but just no big involvement. Now we have a player down. Is that Micah Parsons? I can't see.
I don't think that's Micah Parsons.
It's not. It's not. I don't know. It's like something 1.
Maybe 91 Carlos Watkins, who just made a big tackle a couple plays ago. But it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Niners either way. We'll have to see the injury update right here.
Pretty sure it may be Carlos Watkins. Yeah, it's Carlos Watkins. Injured during the play. As he'll probably be okay, because doesn't seem like he's in that much pain.
He's helped up.
Yeah, he's got helped up. It's probably something to do with his knee, as he is a 6'3", 305-pound defensive edge from the University of Clemson.
Yes, I believe he won the national championship with the Tigers.
Yeah, he probably did. Lucky
He's on
him.
that team with Deshaun Watson. With that team with Deshaun Watson, Hunter Renfrow.
Game-winning throw.
1 second left. Amazing game. Here we go. 2nd and goal for the Niners. The clock starts running now. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. The Niners looking to be the first team on the board. Brock Purdy, 5 for 7, 62 yards. Looking for a passing touchdown, maybe. Purdy looking to his left. It's a quarterback draw. Brock Purdy is eaten at the line of scrimmage once again. The Dallas Cowboys defensive line is playing out of their mind. This is Jonathan Hankins, the veteran from Ohio State, forcing a 3rd and goal for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, so Great tackle. They're getting Purdy down as Purdy really didn't have an option to throw it to. Hankins reading the play and gets Purdy down, making sure he only picks up 1 yard. Here we go. 3rd and goal. 2 minutes and a half remaining in this first quarter.
Let's see. Can they punch it in the end zone, or are they going to need Robbie Gould? Purdy rolling to his left. Looks like he wants to take off. Now trying to extend the play. Fires it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. George Kittle was the closest to the play. What would have been probably one of the greatest plays in Brock Purdy's NFL career, maybe the greatest if that was a touchdown. But instead, Robbie Gould trying to keep his perfect stat line alive as he'll come out for the field goal.
Yes, Robbie Gould never has missed a field goal or extra point in his postseason career. As I think we have some technical difficulties, but
okay. I just okay, I'm gonna see if I can get the shoot. Hold on, everybody.
Yeah,
I can tell you guys what happens if we miss it. No, I got it. We're not gonna miss it.
Robbie Gould, 25 for 25 on field goals, 37 for 37 on extra points. Can he make it 26 for 26?
26-yard field goal attempt is drilled, and the San Francisco 49ers are on the board first. So, Dak Prescott throws a costly interception. The Niners don't take full advantage, but they get on the board first here in the NFC Divisional Round of the playoffs. The San Francisco 49ers lead the Dallas Cowboys. 3-0 is your score. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. As after Dak Prescott threw an interception, the Niners cashed in with a 26-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead as this is kicked away and will be returned at the 4-yard line by the Dallas Cowboys. Down the left sideline, he's got some room, but he's tripped up at the 26-yard line. What could have been a humongous play. Instead, Dallas starting from their own 26. As it looks, Dak Prescott's going to need some short-term memory right here. Got to get that interception out of your head.
Yeah, as Niners and Cowboys, then with 9 meetings in the postseason, that is tied for the most, as the Niners have won the last 2 meetings, including the wild card games. As here we go. Start of the drive, down by 3.
Prescott throws. That's caught. This is going to be a gain of 4 to 5 yards taken out of bounds immediately. Known as the CeeDee Lamb wannabe, Noah Brown from Ohio State. It's going to be second and mid for the Cowboys.
Yeah, so Prescott with 20 passing yards so far in this one. But that interception is the killer. That is his first interception of this postseason. Thrown right there. He had an open man, just couldn't execute that throw.
Prescott throws sideline. There's CeeDee Lamb right at the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. First down, Dallas Cowboys. No, they're saying he's short. Okay. Wow, CeeDee Lamb took the bag. It looked like an easy first down, and now McCarthy is questioning.
McCarthy's about to get short. I don't think it's
this season.
Okay, CeeDee Lamb had with his career high touchdowns, 9 touchdowns this season, and his career high in
1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah, amazing.
No, they gave it to him.
Okay,
first down for the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb 2 receptions for 12 yards. So Nick Bosa's literally standing on the other side, but multiple flags on this. Should be a false.
I think it's on the Cowboys. No, I think it's on the left tackle. Yeah.
It is on the Cowboys. Nick Bosa just happened to be on the other side, but he definitely was not the first one to jump. It was just you could see his. You saw him flinch, then Bosa just Bosa saw him do it. So 1st and 15. Bosa would just had a better reaction to it.
Yeah.
1st and 15 for the Cowboys. 56 seconds remaining in this first quarter. The clock now running. 3-0, a low-scoring football game so far. Here is the run. This is Pollard. He gets some good yardage before he's taken down. He's going to gain all those yards back and make it 2nd and short for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Pollard, an amazing running back, putting up numbers we did not expect this season. Over 1,000 yards. That is his career high and the most rushing yards on the team this season. As 2nd and 5, I think they can, as Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, doing a great job. They're going to get one playoff before this end of the first quarter.
Kellen Moore got interviewed by the Carolina Panthers a week ago for the head coaching job. 2nd and 5, handoff to Pollard. He's going to pick up a couple, and Tony Pollard won't get anywhere else. And that is the end of quarter number 1. When we come back, it's going to be a 3rd and short for the Dallas Cowboys. But until then, San Francisco, they kick a field goal and get out of this first quarter with the Cowboys trailing the Niners. 3-0 is your score here. We'll head to the second quarter, but until then, you're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We're back. We're going to have to end the commercial break midway because it's a 3rd and 2. First play of the second quarter. It is caught for the first down to Noah Brown. He puts them in San Francisco territory, and the Cowboys are finally starting to find a rhythm, Matthew.
Yeah. Get into San Francisco territory. As you said, Dak Prescott, great read as Fred Warner was in his face trying to get a block or an interception, but he found Noah Brown. As now Brown will go to the sideline after that big first down gain.
1st and 10. Here is a toss. That's kind of a weird toss, but Tony Pollard's still going to pick up 6 yards out of it, make it 2nd and short for the Cowboys.
Yep. So Dak Prescott so far not having the best of games. And neither is Brock Purdy. I mean, the defense really doing a lot for him. As Purdy starting to become the man, as he really hasn't done as much as people have been saying.
I formation, handoff to Ezekiel Elliott, and he gets taken down right at the first down marker. I think they're going to rule him just short, making it 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys.
They may even call it inches, but let's see. As you got to run it here. I feel like they're going to they're putting Pollard and Zeke in. So we got 2 in the backfield.
Pollard looks like an extra blocker right here.
Yeah, he's just going to block for Elliott.
No, he's not going to block. He goes outside. They fake the toss to him, and Elliott is just going to barely pick up the first down. It looked like the Niners had it in the first part of the run, but Ezekiel Elliott not giving up on the play, and it should be a Dallas first down, and it is.
Yeah, it is, but like literally by a couple inches.
I don't know how the Niners didn't stop this.
They
had him.
He just kept fighting, and that's what you got to do. You want
that Zeke mentality. Keep eating. That's Zeke's mentality. First down.
The freight train, Ezekiel Elliott.
1st and 10 for Dallas. They wave CeeDee Lamb in motion. Look like there's some movement. Big blitz. I don't know what the Cowboys O-line are doing. And then Charvarius Ward is going to force the big tackle right there, make it 2nd down.
What a blitz. Perfect timing. That's something that takes severe skill and IQ.
That was Hufanga. I was just talking about him. He comes up untouched, and then there's Jimmy Ward, not Charvarius, excuse me. But how about, we were just talking about Hufanga. He's been a rising star for the Niners, just made a humongous play on Dak Prescott, forcing him to get the ball out quickly and not let anything occur. So now on 2nd and 12. Yeah, that could have been some crazy type play. Instead, it's 2nd and 12 for the Cowboys. There's CeeDee Lamb, another catch. And once again, the Niners defense is all over it, forcing a 3rd down for the Cowboys.
Here we go, 3rd and 7. As D'Amico Ryans, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, as he looks exactly like Deebo Samuel with his haircut and everything. As Dak Prescott, 51 yards so far, 5 rush plays, 5 passing plays. So it's split up so far on this drive. A big play for the Cowboys.
Empty backfield, 3rd and 7. It's caught. It's CeeDee Lamb again. I don't think he got it.
Actually,
he might be just short.
I don't know if he got the ball pass. I'm not sure. It was very
Prescott
close.
wants to go hurry up either way. I think he's just short. Because they did not. They're not. They're not putting in Brett Maher after he missed 4 extra points against the Cowboys. They're not going to do that. 4th and 1. They're going for it. It looks like they want to snap this football. They do. The jet sweep to CeeDee Lamb. He breaks a tackle, and it's going to be a first down. The Cowboys are in the red zone.
The spin move from CeeDee Lamb on. Actually, that's a pretty surprising jet sweep there. Smart play call from Dallas and then he's going to break a tackle, get that amazing spin move, and then Fred Warner, the Pro Bowler, will take him down.
So now it's 14. Yeah, what a play by CeeDee Lamb.
A reset of downs for Dallas.
Yeah, the big-time 4th down conversion. They did not trust Brett Maher. And now 1st and 10. They're going to go read option. Prescott to the left side. Down the sideline to the 5. Taken down just shy of the end zone. It's Hufanga who makes the touchdown saving tackle, but just for the moment that is, and it's 1st and goal for the Cowboys.
To the 3-yard line. What a play. Read option. More like a Lamar Jackson play. But Dak Prescott's going to run it and get them into amazing field position. As Dak Prescott this season, the Cowboys offense 71.4 red zone touchdown percentage. They were 4 for 4 while in the red zone at scoring a touchdown against Tampa.
And they look to keep it that way here against San Francisco. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. This drive has eaten up nearly 8 minutes here in the second quarter. Prescott throws it. It's caught by the tight end. Dalton Schultz for a Dallas touchdown.
Here we go.
And Dallas strikes first. Dalton Schultz into the end zone.
Is Maher going to hit this kick or is he going to mess it up? Dalton Schultz, number 86, the tight end. He got that dog in him, scoring the first touchdown for Dallas. And that is a big one to get this game rolling. As here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm hyped.
Maher on the extra point. He missed 4 of these against the Cowboys. And you know the Niners fans want to get in his head. Maher, it is blocked. This is not made up. This is not a joke. I am not pranking you. The extra point is blocked. And Brett Maher cannot catch a break. Unbelievable.
Oh my God, this man. He's getting benched.
Too. Oh my God.
Chris, what's the practice squad kicker's name? Because I think he's coming in.
I think it's Vizino. I'm not sure of my pronunciation, but it's something Vizino.
Yeah,
oh my God,
Maher's going to be the topic for a while. Oh my God, how do you... Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't say his name on here, though. It doesn't say his name on the ESPN roster. Boy, no way.
That is crazy, man.
You've got to be kidding me. Wow, so the Cowboys score a touchdown, but they missed the extra point. They blocked. Okay, I will say, you saw the kick. That looked awful, leaving his foot.
Oh, that was horrible. It was
they looked terrible leaving his foot.
Yeah, I mean, if that was a good kicker, it wouldn't have even gotten blocked. That was just a bad kick.
Yeah.
But what a job by the Niners special teams to get that block. As that's just something we didn't expect the block. We expect him to just totally miss the field goal.
Look at this stat right here. Brett Maher this postseason 1 for 6 on extra points. Even Owen Daffer of East Carolina could have done better. Look at this, man. This is outrageous.
Yeah, how? Owen Daffer. The man
and
who
the funny thing is that on ESPN, they're saying Brett Maher made the extra point on one of the stats, which is kind of funny.
Okay.
It looked terrible leaving his foot, and that deserved to get blocked.
Yeah, totally. And that's just something.
So there it is. Dalton Schultz.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
This is what I mean with the NFL. How can something this crazy happen? This is why you got to play the games. Let's just watch this one again. Anger. So now the kick, horrible off his foot. It was going to miss anyway. He was shanking that. That was going left. I just looked at that kick. There's no way that kick was online. So, wow. In my opinion, this may just be me, but him getting it blocked is better than him missing it, because then less of the blame is on him.
Yeah. I mean, I still think that was a terrible kick. Okay, let's see. Good. That's a good snap. Good hold. And you just terrible. I think he would have missed it. Even if that didn't get blocked, I think he still would have missed it left. It already looked like it was hooking left.
No, he missed
it. That was
it.
definitely missing the left.
So it's better that it got blocked for him, but not, well, it would have been the same thing for Dallas.
Well, now the big thing is now it's still a field goal game.
Right. This changes the game.
And now we'll go back to that touchdown. Dalton Schultz blocking at first, makes the catch and easily walks into the end zone for the touchdown. But that's not even what we're looking at anymore. McCarthy and the Cowboys never knew what was about to happen next with Brett Maher. But anyways, now the
Maher's
Niners
getting
with another
so much
field goal can tie this game.
Yeah, Maher's getting so much attention, but it's not too good of attention.
Correct. Niners starting from their own 25. 1st and 10. Play action. Purdy staying deep. Now looking for something rolling to his left. Looks like he wants to take off. He will. And at best, he'll get a positive yard. But it's going to be 2nd down for the Niners.
Yeah, Dallas defense just locking everybody up. Nothing that can be done.
And NASCAR coming back February 5th.
The honorary starter, Caleb Williams.
Heisman winner Caleb Williams. How about that? Okay.
I like that. As Purdy 5 for 8, 62.
George Kittle was wide open. Come on, Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah. Kittle was wide open. He was waving his hands like pass the ball. But Purdy was rolling out the opposite way, so that's tough.
He was rolling out the opposite way.
He's not Mahomes.
Yeah, and he's definitely not Mahomes. And there's Debo on the run. He'll pick up another yard or two. This is still going to be a 3rd down for the Niners. You really don't want to give back the ball to Dallas.
We'll see. 3rd and long. Probably
7. Yeah, 3rd and 7.
So
that's Dan Quinn, former coach of the Atlanta Falcons, who blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl as the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys.
W. All Falcons fans, we are very sorry, but also we don't really like the Falcons on this channel. So
we definitely do not like the Falcons on the channel.
But we don't like Tom Brady either.
And McCaffrey with the catch. I think he's just short of the marker.
4th and inches.
He made the catch. It's going to be 4th and inches. This would be very risky to go for it if you're Kyle Shanahan and the Niners. That's 4th and 8. Oh, they said 1st down.
Okay, man.
The ref gave it to him.
I'm going to be honest. Refs are a little bit biased against the Cowboys a lot of times.
Okay,
I want to watch this replay. I want to see.
Let's see. They roll McCaffrey to the right here on the 3rd down. Then they roll him out to the right a little bit more. And they're not even going to show it, but it's 1st and 10. McCaffrey would definitely not have gotten a play like that with Carolina. That would definitely have been 4th down if he was on the Panthers. Anyways, 1st and 10, a run for Elijah Mitchell, who lost the starting job because the Niners got McCaffrey. He picks up a yard, taken down by Vander Esch, and it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Niners. Gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. I mean, if you're San Fran, you don't need to rush anything. McCaffrey, 9 receiving yards, 7 rush yards. I mean, this is the problem with McCaffrey. He could be amazing, but he's very inconsistent sometimes as total yards. The Cowboys dominating the Niners on every end of the offensive statistics.
There's Deebo Samuel on the bubble screen. He breaks at least 3 or 4 tackles. He gets out of those, and it's going to make it 3rd and short for the 49ers. Another 3rd down situation for Brock Purdy and company, looking to extend this drive once again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you throw the ball here. I don't really trust McCaffrey by the way he's doing right now. 69 passing yards for Brock Purdy. Micah Parsons, 3.5 sacks and 27 quarterback hits this season. Can he add one right here?
3rd and 2. He's not going to get to add one. Jawan Jennings with forward progress is going to have a 1st down, and they threw a flag immediately. Wow, I think that should be unsportsmanlike conduct on Dayron Bland, or at least no foul.
Wait, what did he do?
He just picked up Jawan Jennings and threw him to the ground. Look at this. This is way too much. This is called doing.
Oh my! That's way
too much.
Oh, I didn't see that he was. I didn't see that Jennings was already out of bounds when he threw him down. Jeez, that is unsportsmanlike conduct. So they're gonna gain 15 yards, is it?
Yeah, Mike McCarthy not happy with his player because I mean that's unnecessary. You don't need that. Just take him out of bounds. You don't need to do all that. And that puts the Niners in Cowboys territory. 1st and 10 for San Francisco instead of it being just a normal 1st down. Elijah Mitchell is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Vander Esch, but another flag is down. This might be some type of hold. I have no clue. But
yeah, I think it's a hold on the Niners because the Cowboys were like complaining.
Yeah, and it is a hold.
Yeah. They
And it
were
pushed
like
him back even
conceding
more.
a lot. They were like putting their hands up like, what? Yeah, that's on Banks, number 65 on the offensive line.
He could not hit the bank right there, though.
I'll yeah. He was holding for sure.
Yeah, he could not hit the bank.
He lost
right
money in the bank there.
Yeah, he lost some right there. That's tough. This is what it looked like where the Niners would have been if there wasn't any unsportsmanlike conduct. But it's going to be 1st and 20 for San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell remaining in the backfield. Purdy looking downfield, surveying, throws. It's caught by his tight end, George Kittle. And the best he can do is pick up a yard before he is taken down immediately by number 42, Anthony Barr.
Second and long as we're watching Deebo Samuel run this route. As he was open there. He was double teamed, but he did find an open slot. But Purdy already found Kittle. That's a little bit of a risky throw as Barr could have gotten there and made it an interception. Probably wouldn't have been picked off because Kittle was there, and it's kind of hard to get by a big tight end like George Kittle. As 2nd and 19.
They're going to wave Juwan Jennings to the left side. Play clock at 1, and a timeout is taken immediately by San Francisco as the play clock was winding down. 4:36 to go in this first half. Stay tuned here on the Carolina Cast for the Carolina Cast halftime show will be coming up in 4 minutes and 36 seconds of game time, but we're going to hop on a commercial break. The Dallas Cowboys lead the San Francisco 49ers, a sloppy score, 6-3. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast.
As Chris will
welcome back here. Sorry.
Yeah.
A little late to come back, but we're back. All right.
Guys, I'll be right back in a second.
All right, I'll take over at the moment. We're still on commercial break here on Fox, but if you're watching right now on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. We're on the road to 400 subscribers before the end of January. We are currently at 354, so 46 away from hitting our monthly goal. So hit that subscribe button as we're getting closer to the conference championship games and Super Bowl 57, which will be hosted in Arizona at the Cardinal Stadium. So here we go. In the last 14 home games for the Niners, they've gone 13-1 with their only loss being to the Kansas City Chiefs. So they played some great football at home, but here we go. 2nd and 19 for the Niners. Play action. Purdy throws over the middle. He's got Deebo Samuel inside the 30, and they're going to get all of those yards back to make it 3rd and short for the 49ers. 4:25 to go in this first half. I like the play action move by Purdy. Takes time because his O-line is so good being on the San Francisco 49ers. He easily finds Deebo Samuel to make it 3rd and short. We're welcome back with Matthew here. It's going to be 3rd and 2 after they pick up a 17-yard gain to Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, 98 passing yards for Brock Purdy. Can he reach 100 and exceed that number? 5 receivers out right now.
Yeah, empty backfield. And here comes the pressure. Purdy's got to get it out. He throws for Debo, but he cannot make the catch. 4th and 2. Now if you're Kyle Shanahan, do you for this, or do you bring out Robbie Gould to tie this football game? Because, as we all know, Mr. Brett Maher can't make kicks. So Robbie Gould, the complete opposite. It's kind of ironic. You got Brett Maher who can't make extra points and kicks. And now you've got Robbie Gould, who's never missed a field goal in his postseason career.
Yeah.
He's already made one from 26 yards. This one,
46.
we'll have to find out just a moment. Looks like 30 yards, maybe 40. This is a 40. Oh, my goodness. 47-yard field goal. Did not think it was this far away. Is this Robbie Gould's first postseason miss? Good snap, good hold. And no, I cannot jinx him. Right down the middle. This is perfect in the postseason. We are tied at 6. Yes, the Cowboys have a touchdown. They just don't have a kicker. 3:43 to go in the first half. We're tied at 6. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We're back here on the Carolina Cast, tied at 6. Dallas getting the ball back. As the practice squad kicker from our trusty backstage member, Samuel, saying that it's Tristan Vizcaino. I was talking about him earlier. I'm not sure of my pronunciation, so please don't take me for granted. But I heard he was signed to the practice squad earlier this week. And just in case anything went wrong with Brett Maher, we already saw what went wrong. So it's Vizcaino. Yeah, so Tristan Vizcaino, the kicker, practice squad kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. So I can't even explain. I can't explain this. I don't know how Dallas.
Guys, you know what? You want to know what the funniest thing would be? Okay, game-winning field goal, down by like 1 or 2, and he shanks like a 35-yarder. I would literally.
No, not even 35-yarder. Chip shot. He pulls a Blair Walsh as this is returned all the way up to the 30. Stays on his feet all the way to the 35. A good kickoff return.
Jeez.
And yeah, Dallas
Turpin.
starting in a good spot.
That's a
Turpin
big
with a nice
return. The Cowboys got the hype on their side as Greg Olsen, the Carolina Panther.
Lost the Super Bowl in this exact stadium to the Denver Broncos.
Yup, he probably is having flashbacks in his head talking right now like, oh my God, I lost here.
It wasn't Super Bowl 50 was a low-scoring game at the start, so I wouldn't see why
Maybe
he didn't
you
have
got a
flashbacks.
comparison to it.
1st and 10. Prescott throws. It's caught by Elliott down the sideline. Ezekiel Elliott out of bounds after getting a 9. And Dre Greenlaw loads it up on Ezekiel Elliott at the end of the play. And that should be another unsportsmanlike conduct. Once again, very unnecessary, but it is a heated playoff game, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, you got it. I mean, they have had tied for the most matchups in postseason history. So this is a pretty much playoff rivalry with how many times they have won head-to-head against each other, as that'll be a personal foul on the Niners. So a little bit of rough play.
I mean, it's already happened once to Dallas. I mean, these guys are pretty much playoff rivals, so I mean, I like to see it. I liked it. It's playoff football. I think everyone likes it.
Like in that FSU Florida game, there's a couple calls that they missed, but it's a game in the playoffs. It has huge stakes on it. You got to let those calls slide and let the players play it out.
Elliott run on the right side. He did some like star animation after he was taken down, and it's going to be 2nd and you can say like 7, maybe 6. Yeah, 7. Gain of 3 for Elliott.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. 3 minutes left of this half. So pretty eventful second quarter, I would say. The first quarter, more of a boring quarter, as not that much of an eventful half altogether.
Mm-hmm. But a 2nd and 7. They're trying to get that bubble screen to Pollard. Now they throw it, and it's way too late. Pollard is not ready for it. He drops it, and it's 3rd and 7.
Yep. Yep.
Brett Maher is warming up on the sideline for a potential field goal.
Okay.
I could see the Cowboys going for it on.
Yeah, I was about to say,
come on.
If there's like a 4th and 7, 4th and 5, I'm going for that. Like,
yeah, I'm not trusting my kicker. I'm not taking a chance. It's way too risky. It's a lose-lose situation because you let your kicker lose even more confidence, or you just give the ball back to the Niners. Niners showing blitz. The play clock runs down to 0, and Dak Prescott and the Cowboys have to spend their first time out of the game. A lot of miscommunication. Oh, that was a quick ad break. Dang. Alrighty, but I would like to mention that FC MLS Soccer will be making a debut on the Carolina Cast in late February, as New England will come to Bank of America Stadium to take on Charlotte FC. That'll be our first ever soccer match on the Carolina Cast, so stay tuned for that. It'll be very interesting.
Charlotte FC actually almost made the MLS playoffs last season, if you didn't know. But
in their first season, in their inaugural season.
And that's amazing for a new team. Well, new club. So props to Charlotte FC.
So 3rd and 7. Once again, the Niners still showing blitz. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. And they're just going to do a screen to Pollard, and he is not going to get that first down. It's Dre Greenlaw who got called for the personal foul earlier. And now, is Maher coming out? No, he's not. They're going to go for it. Of course they are. I knew it. 4th and 4. They do not trust Brett Maher.
You have to. You can't trust him, man.
That's the question. They can take this down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they probably will. That would be the smartest. Yeah, they're going to. They are.
Yeah, they're not snapping it.
Okay, yep. Prescott moves up.
Yeah, Fred Warner just pointed at Dak Prescott. Like, what are you guys doing? He's not falling for it. 2-minute warning. The Niners do not jump. Now the question is here on 4th and 4, do the Cowboys give Brett Maher some respect and an opportunity to finally prove himself, or are the Cowboys actually going to go for this? A tied ball game at 6, 2-minute warning. When we come back, the Cowboys will face a 4th and 4. We'll see what decision they make. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back here on the Carolina Cast, a tied game at 6. Let's see if anyone can cash in right here. The Cowboys trying to cash in. They have a 4th and 4. They are clearly in field goal range for the average NFL kicker. But for a guy like Brett Maher, it's not about his range. It's about if he's actually going to have it or not. Because
Brett Maher should team up with PJ Walker in the XFL.
Oh my God. I know. PJ Walker. All right, let's think. Who else? PJ Walker at quarterback. They're going for it. I knew it. They don't trust him.
That would be an amazing team. This is just a bold decision to go for it. I love it.
I mean, I've
got to be aggressive in the NFL playoffs, and they're being aggressive. This is his life.
I mean, you have one job as a kicker to make your kicks. You don't do it, you're not going to get to have your chance. 4th and 4. Empty backfield. Tony Pollard, he's got some room on the right if they want to throw it quickly to him. Niners showing the most blitz I've ever seen. And Prescott's got to get the ball out. He gets away. Dak Prescott to the 25 before he slides down. And the Cowboys keep the drive alive.
Now that's a big gain. That was like a 10-yard gain. I think he's at like the 21 or 22. Great job by Prescott, knowing he can't get anywhere. 25, my bad. Actually, 26.
Probably. Yeah. Prescott dumps it short. There's Pollard. The Cowboys are in the red zone, but the clock is going to continue to run under 90 seconds, and Pollard's injured.
He's going to be
Pollard is crawling to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to stop the clock. The Cowboys are probably going to be forced to spend a timeout because under 2 minutes, if there's any type of injury, a timeout must be used.
Oh, Chris.
Ooh. That's Jimmy Ward who stepped on Tony Pollard right there.
Oh, Chris, that is not good.
That is not good. That might be a lower leg type injury.
Yeah.
We're going to take it a commercial break. Jimmy Ward definitely stepped all over
that could put him out the rest of this game.
Oh, man. That was Jimmy Ward on the tackle, and then Pollard just went down awkwardly. And that's a big issue for the Cowboys. Pollard being the best running back on the roster. Zeke taking a big downgrade this season. And him not even being the full-time starter for the Cowboys, it feels like. That job's been Pollard's to lose, and he might have just lost it due to injury. It's not really his fault, though. That's a football tackle. It's unfortunate where his leg was placed on the play. But you hate to see it, man. I hope he's all right. But that would be a big loss for the Cowboys if Pollard is unable to return to this game. That looks like a lower leg, maybe an ankle injury, hamstring, but it's definitely a leg injury. Can't just jump to conclusions immediately. Sure. The actual report will come out in an hour or two, maybe like the 3rd or 4th quarter, what actually happened to him, but it's definitely a leg injury. That I can easily confirm from the play. He got tackled on the chest, but that won't be the issue because Jimmy Ward fell on his leg. So that should be some type of leg injury. You saw the second that Ward fell on Pollard's leg, you could see from the helmet, he felt the pain immediately after then. But an unfortunate event for the Cowboys, especially because they just had a big play. They're in the red zone thanks to Pollard, but they might have just lost their trusty running back for at least a couple plays. Because I believe he's at least got to come out for a play or two.
I mean, this is big. I don't know, but it's going to make a big difference.
NASCAR. Showing a NASCAR ad. First NASCAR game's actually on my birthday, February 5th. And we're looking at, the Pro Bowl is also, back-to-back goes. Pro Bowl's on my birthday, too. I don't know if we're going to do the Pro Bowl here on the Carolina Cast. Because only Brian Burns was the only Pro Bowler on the Panthers. Which I think J.C. Horn got snubbed, but that's just me. I think J.C. Horn deserved to be in it. And we're back in the game here. A second gain of 8. Zeke is in the backfield. The Cowboys have 1 timeout. The Niners with 2. The medical staff still trying to run off the field. Empty backfield for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Can they get into the end zone and take a lead before halftime? Dallas does get the ball to start the second half. Prescott Looking, he throws, and it is intercepted. His second interception of the game. It's Fred Warner, the Pro Bowl linebacker, making the second biggest play of the game, excuse me. Prescott, what are you doing? He threw the ball into double coverage. Wow. Ball gets tipped off of Jimmy Ward's hands, and it's intercepted by Fred Warner. And the Cowboys were just in the red zone. They just gave the ball away. Oh, my goodness.
Prescott. Oh, my God. I can't believe
that. How are you going to do that? Wow. Prescott's second interception. The last time, so we did throw an interception earlier in the first quarter. The Niners cashed in with a Robbie Gould field goal. They have 2 Robbie Gould field goals so far. The Niners have 2 timeouts and 1:15 to spare. They're able to take this football down the field and kick another field goal with Robbie Gould. He's been the most reliable postseason kicker, I think, probably in NFL history. He's never missed a kick.
Oh, yeah. For sure, there's no kicker that's kicked over 50 extra points plus field goals. That's perfect, especially in the postseason. That's like something never happens.
Wow. Now 1:15 to go. Brock Purdy and company going to get the ball back.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
They got to go 72 yards down the field to score a touchdown. Wow. Okay, well it's gonna be San Francisco ball now. So let's see. I mean, I don't understand what Dak Prescott's thinking in the moment. Here, look, I'm gonna look at this pass again. Prescott's just trying to dump it short to his trusty wide receiver and CeeDee Lamb. But the problem with doing that is Jimmy Ward is, first of all over. So that's forcing the football if you're Prescott. You can take off and run. I know Prescott can take off and run. He had a rushing touchdown last week against Tampa Bay. He forced that into the coverage of Jimmy Ward. And at first, the camera angle made it look like Jimmy Ward had the interception. But if you watch closely on the replay, it goes off the hands of Jimmy Ward and into the hands of Pro Bowl linebacker Fred Warner, who would run it back for at least a 10 to 15-yard gain, setting up the Niners in a better position now. It's a 16-yard gain by Fred Warner. And yeah, okay, now they're showing the play on Fox. So let's see what Dak Prescott was thinking. Lamb had some room, but I don't think Dak Prescott saw Jimmy Ward. Or at least he was just trying to throw the football because Jimmy Ward steps in, Warner gets the interception off the deflection, and then Lamb has to throw him out of bounds. But you know the Niners are fired up after making that humongous play. So now Brock Purdy and the Niners, starting from their own 28-yard line, got to go 72 yards to get into the end zone. They have not scored a touchdown so far in this game. It's been 2 field goals from Robbie Gould, but they're running the football with Deebo Samuel. I mean, it's still going to give them 7 to 8 yards. It's going to be second and short, but the Niners should be going hurry up, and they are. A minute to go in this first half. Niners have 2 timeouts. Brock Purdy, 10 for 14 passing with 98 passing yards, And they run it again. It's McCaffrey. He's not going to pick up the first down yet. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. I have no clue what the 49ers are doing. And now we've got a fight on the field with Jawan Jennings throwing punches at what looked like Israel Mukamu, the second-year guy out of South Carolina. And the clock is still running. What is Kyle Shanahan doing?
It's like Madden.
Opportunity. The Niners what a minute. I know that. I mean, that's a wasted opportunity. They had a minute and 15 seconds, and instead, I guess, just want to take. It's a halftime. What are they doing?
Robbie Gould is getting his stuff ready to try and kick, but I don't know.
I mean, Robbie Gould's the most reliable postseason kicker in the NFL, at least at the moment. I don't know why you want to try and give him a chance, get him in field goal range, but I don't know. And we have an injured Dallas Cowboy leaving the stadium right now, going straight for the locker room. Hope he's all right. That looks awful. He's been carted off, too, on the sideline. So the Niners with one timeout.
Not good.
30 seconds to spare with. I don't know what they were doing. They just ran time off the clock like they were trying to do that. Now they're going to try and pass it. Purdy throws over the middle. He's got Deebo Samuel for the first down. They need to go hurry up. This is giving me flashbacks of the NFC wildcard game from last year. Instead, it was the Cowboys and the game was on the line. And the Niners used that final timeout.
Okay.
This is terrible clock management.
Are they going for the end zone?
Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know what they were doing. They just... Okay, I understand you only had 2 timeouts. Looked like at first they're just trying to take it to halftime. Now you're going to try. They just took off all that time off the clock. Like, really? They wasted 45 seconds, took it down to 30 seconds, then tried to pass the ball. Now they're at a timeout. That's terrible clock management.
I understand why.
That's literally Madden clock management.
No, Chris, because if they didn't get the first down, they didn't want to leave Dallas time.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but you have control of what's going to happen. As Purdy throws over the middle and he nearly threw an interception. Now I like that they took off time, Matthew, but they took off too much time to the point where now if you get a pass in bounds, and if it's like some type of 20-yard gain, you don't know if you're going to get the snap off in time. They took off way too much time. I'm fine you running the ball, but then you ran it again with McCaffrey, and I don't know how that's not a penalty on Micah Parsons for throwing one of the San Francisco 49ers down to the ground. And excuse me, guys, I don't know what I was thinking in the moment, but the guy being carted off is the one who just got injured, Tony Pollard. That was him. I keep forgetting he wears number 20. But either way, I hope he's all right. He's being carted off and we saw his injury look terrible. And there it is, Jawan Jennings. He picks up the first down, but he gets out of bounds. Now they make the smart move. And, they're out of timeouts. You're Brock Purdy. This is the end zone or out of bounds before you try that field goal, because now Jennings has put them in field goal range at about the 32 of Dallas. What a throw by Brock Purdy.
Yes, after the first half, we could see the Niners taking the lead as they are in field goal range. It would be around a 50-yarder as of now. So that would be tough for the perfect kicker.
Purdy to the sideline, incomplete. 7 seconds. Do you bring him out now?
No, I think you run one more play. I think you run a play to the end zone, though.
Yeah, Purdy's staying on the field. I think they're going to run one more. Robbie Gould's going to warm up one more time. Take a couple extra kicks. 7 seconds. I think you just – what do you do here? Maybe try and get a couple yards out to the sideline?
Yeah, you either go with a short play, try and get like Deebo on a route or something.
Yeah, get some simple yardage, try and make it an easier kick.
And then maybe if that's not an option, you get one guy on a fly to the end zone in case. Okay.
Purdy. He's got to get the ball out. 2-1. Just barely. There's a second on the clock. That was nearly a big rookie mistake by Brock Purdy. Still 1 second on the clock, and Brock Purdy.
50-yard attempt for Robbie Gould. Will they ice him?
4-3. I think Purdy just held onto the football for way too long. Thankfully, able to get it out in time. 1 second. And Robbie Gould, Mr. Perfect, has never missed a extra point / field goal in his postseason career. This will be from exactly 50 yards, and it's waved off. He couldn't even get that practice kickoff as the Cowboys try and ice him. Interesting. And Robbie Gould's going to go quick to the sideline, try and get maybe one more kickoff. Yeah. Just to make sure he's good. This will send us to halftime either way with a make or a miss. And then Kyle Shanahan had a quick exchange with Brock Purdy after he nearly ended the first half without giving the Niners a chance to go up by 3. Thankfully got the ball out with 1 second.
Can Gould stay perfect, hit the 50-yard attempt? Let's see here. As this would put San Francisco up 9-6, which if you weren't watching this game and you looked at that, you're like, oh, yeah, each team had, so the Cowboys had 2 field goals, the Niners had 3 field goals. But really, the Cowboys had Maher miss the extra point or get it blocked.
50 yards. Robbie Gould is going to stay perfect in the postseason. He drills it, and the Niners are going to lead at halftime. 9-6.
Just amazing.
All field goals by the Niners, a touchdown by the Cowboys, but Brett Maher's struggles continue, and the Niners lead 9-6 after the end of the second quarter, sending us to halftime here at Levi Stadium. As the San Francisco 49ers lead the Dallas Cowboys 9-6. The Cowboys will receive the second half kickoff. We're going to go on commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the Carolina Cast live halftime show. So you're watching live on other than the Carolina Cast.
Hello, everybody. We are back here on the Carolina Cast for the halftime show as we invite Samuel Levin, who is very excited to be here. As we know, Samuel, being an Eagles fan, he does not want the Dallas Cowboys to win this game.
So honestly, I don't really mind whoever wins this game. I'd love to face the Cowboys because of the rivalry.
Yeah, that would be good.
But Eagles versus 49ers would be an amazing game with like the Eagles and their dominance we've seen in the postseason with that win last night against the Giants. And then they face, if the 49ers win this game, at like a 12-game winning streak, I believe they have now.
They're 11-0 they're 11-0, and that's been since McCaffrey has been a starter on the 49ers.
Yeah, that first game he joined that first game. The first game that he played in was against the Chiefs on the road, and they lost that game, but they've won every single one of them since.
Yeah, but he did not start that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. So when he starts, they are 11-0. As Dak Prescott this half, 2 interceptions thrown. Not something you like to see if you are a Cowboys fan or you're in the sidelines for Dallas. So something's got a mental barrier in Dak Prescott as he did not throw a touchdown and went perfect with 4 touchdowns out of 4 times in the red zone against Tampa Bay. So if Dallas wants to win this game, I feel like Dak Prescott is going to be a key piece in this second half. So, Samuel, what do you think the Cowboys are going to need to do to try and get the edge over San Francisco as 49ers defense is held strong against Dak Prescott?
Well, yeah, we see you have Prescott's stats here. Not bad except for the 2 interceptions. He's had decent completion rate so far. I believe that's 75%, unless I'm dumb. So yeah. And the 49ers defense has been amazing. So the Cowboys, I think it actually depends on the defense because I think the offense can get at least 3 points even if it does come down to Maher. Because we haven't seen Maher actually attempt a kick outside of an extra point in this postseason.
Yeah.
But if he gets lined up for like 47 like 40 around like low 40s, maybe they'll let him go for a kick. Or if it's more of a chip shot, because I feel like the more kicks that he gets to attempt,
Yeah, his
the more
percentage.
he's going to get. The more the chances that he's going to make it, and then he's actually going to get settled in because he made the last extra point in the game against the Buccaneers. But that was like at the end of the game, and they didn't score any more points after that.
Yeah, as we haven't had the best of divisional round games so far in the NFL. I hope this one could be better as Chiefs took down the Jaguars 27-20. Yes.
Yeah, talk about this divisional round weekend compared to the last one.
Yeah, that's a
big
big
way better.
Oh, yeah. As the Bengals took down the Bills, as sad story of DeMar Hamlin. First game in the actual stands watching the Bills play as it was in the snow, and the Bengals just came out strong. They knew what they were playing for, and they got that win. So we got a rematch of the AFC Championship between the Bengals and Chiefs, as I'm so excited for that one. And then Giants-Eagles, it was just dominance from the Philadelphia Eagles, taking down a divisional team. And Jalen Hurts with his 2 passing touchdowns, and then Gainwell, 112 rushing yards for a touchdown. Amazing game from Kenneth Gainwell, and just dominance from the Philadelphia Eagles, as no team has been able to truly stop the Eagles this season.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Eagles' losses. You had the Commanders' loss. They're not in the playoffs. And that was they were kind of facing a Commanders team that was, on a winning streak at the time. They didn't make it, though. You got the Cowboys' loss. That was, with Minshew, and still got the deficit to 6. And the Cowboys, I have to say, it's one of those games where, as an NFL fan, me as a fan of the Eagles, it was like, yeah, I know we did lose that game, but we really won that because it's our backup quarterback, and we took the Cowboys down to a 6-point deficit. So yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, Eagles just amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, they started off the season. What were they, like 9-0?
Yeah, and they also had the Saints loss too. And that was actually more important for them than you think because they have the Saints draft pick. So if they would have won that game, it would have increased their picks throughout the draft.
Yeah, that would have been good for them. So they were playing for getting a better record and getting a better draft pick.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they couldn't come up with a victory.
Yeah, as we'll probably be back from the half. We'll probably end this halftime show shortly once the game comes back. But for now, we will stay on as no big plays so far in this game, like 40-yard big gains or anything. It's been more of a slower paced game.
It seems like that's what it's been like almost the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
Not too many big plays. Like I watched the Giants-Eagles game. On the second play of the game, that was the only big play like the entire game. It was 40-something yards from Hurts to Smith.
Yeah, and that's a majority of Smith's yards.
It was kind of the same with Bengals-Bills today. Didn't really have... Well, they had some, I don't know, maybe 25-yard plays, but not, too big.
Right.
We'll see how this game ends up turning out.
Yeah, the
low scoring game so far. I'd say that's expected of a game like this, a rivalry like this too. Rivalries are not usually high scoring.
Yeah, of course. As Deebo Samuel with the most rushing yards. So San Francisco getting locked up and stuffed up by the Cowboys defensive line on the rushing side. Christian McCaffrey, 5 attempts, only 8 yards. He hasn't been able to do anything big. The only memorable play from him was getting that first down on that 3rd and 2 that Deebo Samuel set up with around an 8 to 9 yard gain. So Niners rushing has been all stopped. But Deebo Samuel and George Kittle have both had over 30 receiving yards. Samuel at 45, averaging 11 yards reception, and George Kittle averaging 16 yards reception. As he had probably I would say that was the biggest play of the game. That was the longest play of the game in yard
reception.
Yeah, the longest reception of the game.
Almost.
So, yeah, like 21
yeah.
yards. That's like nothing for a long
I think it was just above 30, actually.
Oh, it was 30? Maybe it was 31, if I'm mistaken. And then Ayuk did have that big play, that big 17-yard play earlier, but nothing too big.
A lot of huge plays. Yeah, a lot of huge plays, but not too huge.
Right.
And that's kind of how you have to play it here in the playoffs.
Yeah, and the Niners, they're 8-1 at home this season, so no team has really been able to stop them at home, and that's something that going into this game, the Cowboys need to understand that this is going to be a really tough game, an away game at a team that's their playoff rivals. This is their 9th meeting, so that's tied for the most by 2 teams meeting in NFL history.
Yeah, and I feel like it's part of the excitement of the playoffs. You never know whether it's going to be a high-scoring or low-scoring game, or what's going to happen within the big plays, because you never know which offense is going to show up, which defense will show up. That's what's so fun about the playoffs, because you don't really see the team in that postseason, type of play until the actual postseason. Even though it was kind of a blowout with the Giants and it was same like Week 10, it's still completely different. And that's what makes it so exciting, because you never know who's going to win. Like you saw the Phillies and the Padres and the MLB, they both played better. Stuff like that.
But the thing about the playoffs in the NFL is that it's like March Madness. It's one and done. So the better team doesn't always win. Like NBA, MLB, it's series. NHL, you play a series. So usually the better team will win.
The best, it's always the team that's like the best at that time that wins, not the best in the regular season, unless it is that best team in the regular season is the best team at that time. It's completely different in the playoffs. That's why you don't know how these teams can play in the playoffs.
Yeah, also in the playoffs, home field advantage is huge, as we did see the only team in this divisional round so far that has beat the home field team were the Cincinnati Bengals, who just came out strong in the snow.
Well, also the Cowboys.
Well, Cowboys haven't won yet.
No, against the Bucs.
Oh, I was saying this divisional round. Yeah, against the Bucs.
Oh, divisional round, yeah.
Yeah.
Both home teams have gotten a W in the divisional round.
Yeah, home teams have been pretty hot, and that's a big thing in the playoffs, as your fans always show up. And Ezekiel Elliott going to be a key factor in this second half, as Tony Pollard is hurt. And I think we're going right into kickoff, as we will sign off Samuel and have play-by-play broadcaster Chris come.
All right, so you can see here, Cowboys get the ball to start the second half, and Brett Maher has missed 6 of his last 7 extra point attempts. I think he's really trying to lose his job. He's 1 for 6 in the postseason. You can see at the bottom of our screen right here. But it looks like it's time for the second half. These will be the final 30 minutes of the divisional round of the playoffs. Winner heading to Philadelphia as Robbie Gould kicks it away. And this will not be returned by Turpin. Takes a knee. And the Cowboys to start from their own 25. So, Matthew, what do you expect from Dallas here coming into the second half?
I feel like you pound the rock to Ezekiel Elliott a lot. Tony Pollard is injured. And I feel like Elliott could be a key impact as he always fights hard, breaks those tackles. So let's see what he can do. I'm feeling like he's going to have a huge second half. But this fourth quarter, in my opinion, is going to be like one of the best fourth quarters this season.
You think the full season? Okay. I mean, it's been low scoring so far in the first half. Let's see what happens in the second half. First play back, Ezekiel Elliott picks up a gain of 2 to 3 yards before taken down. And it's going to be second and long for the Cowboys. Zeke is going to probably have to lead away for the final 30 minutes, as we saw right before halftime. Tony Pollard exiting the game. What looked like some type of lower leg injury. I mean, he's questionable to return, but from what the injury looked like, I doubt him returning, as it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys here. 2 receivers lined up on the left, 2 on the right. Elliott in the backfield once again. Prescott looking to his left, wanted to fire. Pump fakes again. Now fakes it to Elliott the third time, and he's taken down shy of the first down marker by Arik Armstead. That's going to be 3rd and short for the Cowboys.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 for Dallas, as Prescott having a pretty decent first half. Well, he had a pretty good first half other than the interceptions, but that really messed it up for Dallas, as not for the Niners. 3 of their points were caused from that interception, and the second one caused 3 points from Dallas. So 6 points. A majority of the Niners' points have been from an interception.
And here's a 3rd and 1 screen to CeeDee Lamb. He's going to pick up a first down. And the Cowboys are going to extend the drive. CeeDee Lamb fired up. Or actually, no, he's not really fired up. He just got a lot of grass in his face. Got his head on the turf right here. But that's what football is all about. Putting your body on the line, and CeeDee Lamb extending the drive for his team.
Yeah, so a reset of downs. And Prescott trying to call the play, make sure everyone's in the right spot.
There's a play action to Zeke, rolling to his left. Prescott in trouble. He just dumps it short to his tight end, Dalton Schultz, who gets taken down by 2 different 49ers in Hufanga and Fred Warner, who had an interception in the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, so 2nd down and 8 for Dallas. As
I've not heard a lot of Nick Bosa in this game.
So Ebukam almost got there and got Prescott to fumble it or sacked him, but Prescott got it off, got a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
And there's going to be some type of toss. We see that a lot in college football. There's Zeke on the run, pushed out of bounds by Jimmy Ward. It's going to be 3rd down once again for the Cowboys. I mean, they couldn't get a lot from Zeke right there, but they're going to find something here on 3rd down.
As Bordeaux would say, wildcat formation there from the Dallas Cowboys. And that's actually a time when it worked, and they ran it very well. Elliott, 6 rushes for 15 yards, coming out strong so far in this second half.
3rd and 5. 3 minutes have elapsed here at the start of the third quarter. 3 receivers lined up on the left. Zeke in the backfield, Michael Gallup on the right. And they're going to throw it to Elliott. Nearly makes a one-hand grab, but the 49ers and Dre Greenlaw won't let that happen. Now a 4th and 5 at midfield. It is on your side of the field, so I believe the Cowboys would punt this away. Zeke nearly made a one-hand snag right here, though.
Yeah, almost. It wouldn't have mattered because he wouldn't have gotten the gain. So a punt, this could put Brock Purdy onto the field if they keep possession.
Yeah.
And anger, he's going to be angry on this punt.
Oh, that fell immediately. Oh, he fumbled it! He fumbled it! The Cowboys recover!
To the 21-yard line?
It looks like the Cowboys they recovered it. Ray McLeod fumbled. It is a dog pile for the football. I think Matthew just called that. They'd have to keep possession. You heard it here first. Did he recover? That's the question. And it's Cowboys football.
Wow. That is the play of the game. And this is going to change the game. Ray McCloud going to get it. He starts running. And then, oh my God, Joseph with the strip. Amazing play from him. And the sideline and coaching staff is hyped up with that strip. Wow.
Yeah, that was Kelvin Joseph who forced the fumble. It was returned by Damon Clark, the rookie from LSU. Both the youngsters making a big play on the Cowboys special teams, and they're not going to start just outside of the red zone, but Ray McCloud just made the biggest mistake of the game.
Oh, yeah. Now, This is where Dak Prescott and the Cowboys strike.
And there's CeeDee Lamb. They're trying to strike right now on the jet sweep, but as you can see here, the Niners – They want to give up. They want Brett Maher to get on the field. You can see they want Brett Maher on the field right now. It's second down for the Cowboys after going up a couple.
I feel like they are targeting CeeDee Lamb and Ezekiel Elliott a lot, which I like, but I feel like maybe you get some of the other players involved. Like Dalton Schultz is a great option here on the 2nd and 8.
But they're going to go screen to Lamb again. He's going to break some tackles. CeeDee Lamb to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Dallas Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb gets to the 9-yard line. They run the play perfectly. CeeDee Lamb gets the block from Noah Brown, the CeeDee Lamb wannabe, as Chris would say. And Lamb going to get through the defense, and Jimmy Ward going to make that tackle. And Lamb just going to
There's 2 different Wards on the Niners. Yeah, it's a little interesting.
Whatever.
They're going hurry up. There's 2 tight ends. There's 3 tight ends on the left. Now Zeke goes to the left. They're overloading that other side. It's caught by Dalton Schultz. He has the game's only touchdown, and he's taken down at about the 6-yard line. Game of 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal for the Cowboys.
Yeah, so 2nd and goal. Dallas has a touchdown. That one was to Dalton Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hit Dalton Schultz again, try and get a touchdown? As, I don't know, this does not look like pass formation.
Looks like a run to Zeke.
Yeah.
2nd and goal.
For sure.
Elliott up the gut, and Nick Bosa's not going to let you get anywhere. Nick Bosa with a big tackle, which looks like he lost a yard. He's holding his chest, though. Not trying to celebrate too fast now on a 3rd and goal. His brother has some problems with celebrating on the Chargers. He got fined $50,000 by the NFL this past week. Now a 3rd and goal coming up for the Cowboys. What a tackle by Nick Bosa.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 3rd and goal. You want to get this because I know you do not want Maher coming onto this field for a chip shot that would be around the same as an extra point.
3rd and goal. Prescott looking. It's dropped by Zeke and nearly the 3rd interception out of Dak Prescott's hands. Jimmy Ward was there instead. Here comes Maher. Brett Maher to tie the game.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Gregory Gregg. Can he hit the field goal? This one is from 20 something.
And now they're showing the field goal unit. That's how it is. They're literally showing the field goal unit.
How many yards is that? If he's at like
20. This is just like an extra point. 25 yards. He's been struggling.
Can he tie it up
Can he
from the left hash?
For the tie. Yes, he did it. We're tied. Brett Maher nails it from 25 yards out. We are tied at 9. How about Brett Maher? Wow. And in a low-scoring divisional round game, Brett Maher gained some confidence with a chip shot field goal to tie us up at 9. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back here on the Carolina cast. Brett Maher did it. He made a kick from 25 yards out to tie this football game. Yes, I believe in miracles. I think everyone officially does believe in miracles because Brett Maher did it. Now, I'm not going to pick on him. He is an NFL kicker. He is having a big... I mean, he gained some confidence. I guess that's a good takeaway for Cowboys fans. But I kind of have to blame the guy, because you're getting paid millions of dollars to kick the football. And if you're not going to make your kicks, you don't deserve to be the starting kicker for that team. That's just my opinion. This will be returned by Ray McCloud. He's the big reason why the Cowboys were getting a field goal. But Ray McCloud off to the races down the sideline. And the 49ers are going to start this next drive in Cowboy territory. He makes up big time for fumbling the ball on the punt return.
He will make up and redeem himself for what happened. Is that is over 50-yard return from Ray McCloud. He is a great returner, just couldn't help that he fumbled that ball. Props to him for making it up.
Is that him?
What?
Is that him? Oh, they were showing someone. I thought that was T.O. I'm not really sure, though. I don't want to just take a guess. 1st and 10. Toss to the right side. Christian McCaffrey, the Panther legend, taken down after a gain of 4 to 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and mid for the Niners. McCaffrey working it down to the sideline. I don't think anyone was expecting a low-scoring game here, though. I mean, when you have the best defense, I mean, that might have been Jerry Rice in the stands, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was Jerry Rice. I was right. Okay. I was wrong at first. I said T.O. Then I thought second chance it might have been Jerry Rice, and it was. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Niners. I formation. They're going to wave Brandon Ayuk to the right side. Deebo Samuel in the backfield. And they fake the toss to Dio at first. Now he's going to run to the left side, and he gets tripped up. The Cowboys are not up for trickeration, as DeMarcus Lawrence has been pretty much everywhere, and it's now 3rd and long.
Yeah, as the man who we thought was, insane last season, Trayvon Diggs, he really fell off. He hasn't done anything big this game. As 3rd and long for the Niners. Let's see if Purdy can get some magic going for the Niners.
They overload that right side. Purdy takes a shot down the sideline. He was trying to get it to McCaffrey, but that looked like a Madden inaccurate pass. It's going to be 4th and 9.
I think I could have thrown a better ball.
Purdy's walking off the field. This would be a wasted opportunity, especially for the field positioning they had, but I think they're just going to punt this away.
Ray McCloud does all that for nothing.
He tried to make up for giving up 3 points to Brett Maher, but his offense didn't really care. So now the Cowboys are going to get the ball back with an opportunity to take the lead, which they have not had this entire game. Well, yeah, they did have at one point. Up 6-3 when they scored that touchdown. The Niners tied it back. And let's see. This is going to bounce to the 10, go out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. A nice punt. And the Cowboys are going to start from their own 8-yard line. 7:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Winner taking on Philadelphia. You're watching live on the Carolina cast. are back. Tied at 9. The Cowboys getting the football back after the Niners had a wasted opportunity. But the big question that we have from our backstage manager, Samuel, asking, I mean, you're not the only one. I was after that amazing divisional round game with the Bills and Chiefs last year, I think everyone has been waiting. Yeah.
I wish we had that again. That would have been fun.
Oh, man. That game was that was one of a kind. A classic. Like, probably one of the biggest NFL classics. Probably the greatest playoff game, in my opinion, of all time. Oh, say what you want. And CeeDee Lamb took a big hit at the end of the play and started holding his hand right there, like his finger, his pinky, as he walked off the sideline. I think he has some pinky pain.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good, especially for your wide receiver number one.
CeeDee Lamb, one of the
you already don't have Tony Pollard. Now CeeDee Lamb is in some.
But he is running a route, you could see, on that left side.
No, they switched it up. They called it audible. Play action. It does look like a deep play. Prescott, he's got Lamb, and he makes the catch. Screw the pinky. CeeDee Lamb, first down into San Francisco territory, but there are flags down, and nobody looks happy on the Cowboys sideline. I think it's coming back.
Okay, but that catch was insane.
Oh, man, what a catch by CeeDee Lamb. He did not need that pinky. He can do it with 9 fingers. Well, you could pretty much say 7. Some people don't even count the thumbs. He did not need that pink. Oh, did it hit the ground, though? That's another question. We were just talking about him being injured. I think he hurt some people. No, there is no flag. They took it down. Or did they? What's happening? I think they're just trying to get the exact spot. But he made that catch. That is ruled a catch. And CeeDee Lamb put the Cowboys from being in a tough situation to midfield in one play. So now the Cowboys at exactly midfield. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tied at 9. Here in the divisional round of the playoffs. Winner heading to Philadelphia to play the Eagles in the NFC Championship. Now, the ruling is, did he catch?
Yeah.
That ball hit the... I think that was PI what the flag was, and I guess they declined it. I think that's a catch, yeah. Just get the snap off to be safe. And once they get the snap off, it'll actually count. And it does. So 1st and 10. They want to go deep again. This was just a little bit more conservative, but Dalton Schultz can't hold on to it. And the rough part is that if he probably would have gotten an extra 10 yards as well. Oh, man.
That's a tough catch. Not the best throw from Prescott, but that would have been a big play.
Yeah, because, Schultz would have made that toe tap grab, like, stay in bounds, get a couple extra yards, too. He had some green grass ahead of him. But, hey, man, CeeDee Lamb did not need that pinky. He's still going to be able to haul in the football. And that's the type of player he is. So now 2nd and 10. Run it up the gut. Ezekiel Elliott going to work. And he's going to pick up 5 yards, make it 3rd down and 5. The Cowboys are in field goal range for the average NFL kicker. I don't know. It is a 3rd and 5. Do you go for it if you don't pick this up? The Cowboys tried to do it earlier in this game. They did pick it up, and then Dak Prescott threw an interception. So, I don't know. There's a lot riding on here in the second half. The game's going to come down to every decision that these coaches make, that these players make. 3rd and 5, an empty backfield for Prescott. 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right. Yeah. He's going to take a shot over the middle. He's got CeeDee Lamb, and Fred Warner is all over it. Put the seatbelt straps on. It's 4th and 5. And Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are going to have to make a executive decision right here if you go for it.
Go for
or bring out the non-trusty kicker in Brett Maher.
No, he's not making a 57-yard. I'm sorry. But
if he can't make the extra point, I don't think he can make a field goal like this. That was nearly a great catch by CeeDee Lamb. Just Fred Warner all over it. Yep, and they're going for it.
They're
as
just
we
gonna
all thought.
try
They
and
want to
make.
hurry up too. They
No,
want to get this
Chris,
off.
Chris, they're not. There's no way they're gonna snap it. They're gonna try and make them jump.
Yeah, actually, you might be right.
I don't think they're gonna snap this.
No, they're not snapping it.
Yeah.
At least, yeah, they're not snapping it. 8, 7, 6. Dang. I would have snapped this, not going to lie. Nope, they take it all the way down, and the 49ers don't jump. And that's why they have the best defense in the country. They're going to be coached to the point where they're not going to jump on plays like that. They're just coached that well, and you're the best defense in the NFL. Defensive coordinator proud. And they take the penalty. And yeah, they're looking at the Tony Pollard injury. I'm assuming Fox is giving an update on him right now as he was exiting the locker room. All his teammates just giving him kind words to the locker room as we hope he's okay. I'm assuming they're giving an update on Fox. Unfortunately, we do not have volume on, so I'm not sure if they actually did give an update or not. Maybe someone can give me a word about that. But here's the punt by Anger, trying to pin the Niners deep. Ray McLeod is gonna have to learn from his mistakes. He calls fair catch at the 9 instead of trying to run with it. Less than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 9 here in the NFC Divisional Round of the playoffs. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see here, Tony Pollard will not be returning to this game as he got injured earlier in the first half. That is unfortunate for the Cowboys because you're in a game where it's tied at 9. They're probably going to need him. There will probably be a moment in this game where they'd want Tony Pollard. Now, I'm not saying Zeke is not that good. It's just Zeke is not in his prime anymore. He's had a downgraded year to the point where Tony Pollard has pretty much taken his starting job. And you'd want Tony Pollard, the guy that he's been playing like all season long, to be in probably one of these moments right now here in a close game. And we're starting to get closer to the final quarter in this close game. So we'll see. But San Francisco is going to have the ball next. The rivalry renewed here in the Bay Area, tied at 9. Brock Purdy and the Niners starting from their own 9-yard line. They got to go 91 yards down the field. They want to get in the end zone, which the Niners have kicked 3 field goals. The Cowboys have scored a touchdown and kicked a field goal as well to get 9 on both sides. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. And a lot of movement, and this play's going to be thrown dead. Multiple flags get thrown. That's a false start on the Niners. I think everybody saw that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty obvious call. Just everybody flinched.
Oh, it's on the Cowboys.
No, they said false start, though. That's a terrible call then. Oh, no, it is on the Cowboys. Okay, it looked like he said false start. But he did say offside. Looked like the hand signal was a little different for both of them. But you're right. It was Lawrence who moved before the offensive line. 1st and 5. McCaffrey to the left, and they're going to run it with him. Christian McCaffrey is going to have a San Francisco first down, and then Van Der Esch throws him to the ground. All Niners want a flag, which, I think one might have gotten thrown, but this is a playoff game. The intensity is going to be high, so I understand why there wasn't. You can see Kyle Juszczyk, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy all watching film, doing whatever they can to fix what they've done wrong, because this team hasn't hit the end zone yet, and that's very rare to see from a Niners team with all these playmakers. So now 1st and 10. McCaffrey deep in the backfield. They go play action, rolling to his left. Brock Purdy throws over the middle. George Kittle! He makes the catch! He bobbled it at first, nearly hauled it in with one hand, bobbled it, and then made the catch at midfield as Trayvon Diggs, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, tried to come in and make a play on the ball. Kittle just found himself open in the middle of the field. Diggs tried to come in and force the ball up, but Kittle holds on to it. What a play by George Kittle. Goes off of his helmet, off of his hands. He makes the catch and keeps it away from Trayvon Diggs without getting hit, and makes it a first down for the 49ers.
Wow. Into Dallas territory. That's George Kittle. Can both of the Diggs brothers go down in one day?
I mean, that's what it's looking like right now if the Niners going to keep big plays like that. Over the middle, there's McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, a gain of 8 yards, making it 2nd and short as he's helped up by his offensive line. But go back to this play. Near one-hand snag. Off the helmet twice. It went off of Kittle's helmet twice, off of his hands. Then he makes the catch, and he sticks his tongue out at the crowd. What a play by George Kittle.
Yep, that's just great hand-eye coordination. Keeping the ball near him, bouncing it around, and somehow getting it before Trayvon Diggs could get a hold of it, and then breaking away from him.
There's McCaffrey. He's going to pick up a first down. And now we got a off-play altercation with Trayvon Diggs and Jawan Jennings.
Jennings has been in a lot of chit-chat with the Cowboys defense today, as even at the beginning of the game, there was a little bit of a fight between a Cowboys trainer and I'm pretty sure it was Trent Williams, a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
as Christian McCaffrey scrimmage yards per game in Week 7. Week 7, he had 112.
There's McCaffrey on the run, and he's just shy of the first down marker, picks up another 8 to 9 yards. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We can see on the sideline right here. I can't tell who that is. That McCaffrey? Yeah, that's McCaffrey. Oh, of course it is. He was very injury prone, unfortunately, on the Carolina Panthers. Looks like to be suffering with a small injury right now, but he's still picking up positive yards for the Niners, which is good, but he keeps coming on and off the sideline. So now 2nd and 2 for the Niners. George Kittle and Elijah Mitchell in the backfield. They put Deebo Samuel on that bubble screen, but they're just going to run it with Elijah Mitchell. He's going to pick up the first down, full steam ahead, and the Niners are just shy of the red zone.
And there you go, first down. That will put Brock Purdy to 166 passing yards, 14 for 22, and that will also give the Niners their 12th first down of this game. As tonight, both the Cowboys and Niners tied for first downs at 12 and tied in the scoreboard. So, can the Niners change that on this drive? As 4 rush plays, 2 pass plays so far.
As here's another run. It's Elijah Mitchell. He gets to the 20-yard line. A gain of a couple. Make it 2nd and long. With the Pro Bowl coming up, be February 5th on a Sunday. Brian Burns was the only Pro Bowler on the Carolina Panthers to get selected, but this Niners team is full of Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, especially their defense, just unstoppable. Best defense in the league, statistically. And they're on an 11-game win streak with it. So hope they could keep it up.
And Purdy throws over the middle, and I don't think I've seen that happen. Trayvon Diggs just dropped an interception. That's probably the first drop interception in Trayvon Diggs' career. I've never seen him drop an interception as he was trying to get it to Brandon Ayuk when it was tipped by Anthony Barr, and Diggs, oh man, he had it, just could not hold on.
Oh,
Wow.
Purdy just not happy. Even though that happened, it's just not good for a quarterback to lose their momentum like that, to nearly get intercepted. As 3rd and 9, here we go, big play.
Purdy in trouble trying to get out of it, and he's going to get sacked. Brock Purdy takes a sack. Flags are down. That's DeMarcus Lawrence, who made another impressive play on the quarterback. But this penalty's, the camera's on Dallas right now. This might be some type of pass interference or hold.
Kittle.
Oh, that's clearly a penalty. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's on Wilson there.
Donovan Wilson is going to be called for the penalty. As you just cannot hold George Kittle
That's
like that.
That's going to be an automatic first down for the Niners, so that is huge.
Wow.
And penalties can really just hurt you so much, especially in playoffs of the NFL.
I mean, especially because now if the Niners, that would have been another field goal attempt if it would have standed. Instead, the Niners have an opportunity to get their first touchdown of the game with the clock running. We're in the final minute of the third quarter, tied at 9 here in Santa Clara. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey and fullback Kyle Juszczyk in the backfield. Brandon Ayuk and now Deebo Samuel's going to move to the other side. They're going to run this with Deebo Samuel. And he's going to cut it back to the other side, but he's going to lose yardage. Anthony Barr with the tackle. The initial play was made by DeMarcus Lawrence, but once again, another flag is thrown.
Let's see. If it is on Dallas, that would be another automatic first down and 5 yards. So,
long discussion right here.
I'm pretty sure it's on 9. No, Dallas.
On the defense. Wow.
Mike McCarthy, he's smiling like, oh my God, what are these refs doing? Oh, yeah, that's a hold. That's a hold.
That's a hold. That's once again another good call by the refs. Wow.
I mean, when you're a 17-year referee, you should get some stuff, right?
I mean, think of this. That should have been
killed on penalties this game with 7 of them losing 50 yards.
What could have been 4th down and a field goal by the Niners have now turned into 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. I formation. They're going to have to get one more play before the third quarter ends. And oh my goodness, I did not see that. Kyle Juszczyk, he nearly fooled the Cowboys. He could not fully get into the end zone. It's going to be 2nd and goal at about the 3-yard line when we come back. It is the end of quarter number 3, the final quarter of this heavyweight battle with the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers coming up as you're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Welcome back, everybody. It is the end of the third quarter as the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers are tied at 9. And if you're watching right now on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe as we are going to the final quarter of football here in the divisional round of the playoffs, as the winner of this game will head to Philadelphia at a chance of making Super Bowl 57. The Eagles are going to host either their NFC East rivals and the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. But this game is really up for grabs, Matthew, being tied at 9 here going into the fourth.
Yeah, second and goal. I mean, tonight, Brock Purdy, 14 for 23, 167 yards. And that's something that I feel like is a little bit low, but for a rookie quarterback in a divisional game that is a playoff rivalry, that is pretty decent, as he did throw one interception. So, wait, no, he didn't.
As you just no, Brock Purdy has not thrown an interception, but yeah, we saw some celebrities. I saw Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and more in attendance for this heavyweight battle with the Cowboys and the Niners. You know, both of these teams have bad blood, but who is going to play the Eagles and the NFC Championship? Second and goal. The Niners looking to take a touchdown lead or at least a field goal. McCaffrey in the backfield, two receivers on the right. They hand it off. Christian McCaffrey walks into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And the Niners take the lead to start the fourth quarter.
Christian McCaffrey, tell me about it. This man gonna keep the streak going, or he'll at least trying to make it 12 games. McCaffrey gonna run right into that end zone. Wow, and great blocking there. McCaffrey untouched into the end zone. Niners are excited. That is the first touchdown tonight of this game for the Niners. Let's see if Robbie Gould doesn't turn into Maher and he can keep his perfect postseason career.
As McCaffrey was untouched going into the end zone, and Robbie Gould, of course, knocks through the extra point. And how Christian McCaffrey, one play back. It's all started with the George Kittle incredible helmet, hit his helmet highs. Then he finally hauled it in. And then the drive ends with Christian McCaffrey untouched into the end zone. And the Niners take a 16-9 lead as Kittle.
Yeah, he was excited, man. And
Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is loving it.
He's showing off his skills, making that catch. I think Kittle
He's trying to prove to Jerry Rice.
Yeah, that's what the classic players can do to you. I feel like the Niners are going to win this game because some of the old Niners players, when they won the Super Bowl, are there. So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. That last drive, 10 plays, 91 yards, and it ended in a Christian McCaffrey walk-in touchdown. You're watching right now on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. Once again, we are on the road to 100 subscribers before the end of January. We're starting to get close to the ending of this one, so hit that subscribe button. Put yourself on the big leaderboard. Niners fans are fired up. The Cowboys need a touchdown to tie as Gould kicks it away, and Turpin's had some nice returns in this game. He's going to return it, and he's past the 20, 25, 30, 35. Still on his feet, and he ran into the kicker, Robbie Gould. He might have had the outside. Either way, it's a great return by Turpin. He is fired up, and it's going to be Dallas football.
And I said this was going to be a fourth quarter for the ages, and it is looking like that so far. I mean, we've already had a touchdown, and now we have a huge kick return to the 43-yard line, 44-yard line, as Turpin and the Cowboys fired up. Dak Prescott, what can he do here on this 1st and 10?
And he's going to do a screen to CeeDee Lamb. We've seen that a lot tonight. Lamb gets hit big by Fred Warner. He stays on his feet. Flags are thrown as it takes multiple Niners to get CeeDee Lamb on the ground, but this might go against San Francisco.
Yes, that's just that fight in CeeDee Lamb. He needs this for himself and for his team, as he's going to make that play, make an amazing spin move, break 2 tackles, and then finally get taken down by 2 Niners defenders. As a long conversation from the referees, really thinking this through on who the flag is on. Seems like it's on the Niners. And
it is a long discussion. Here comes the call. There's no foul on the play. I read his lips. There's no on the play.
Yeah. 2nd and 4.
So
I read his lips.
Whatever happened.
Okay, so 2nd and 4.
The Cowboys going with the tempo. 2nd and 4. Empty backfield. Play clock starts. And now they're going to slow it down a little bit. I think look like Prescott called an audible. Zeke deep in the backfield. Niners fans and crowd starting to get into it. Elliott on the run, taken down just shy of the marker. An amazing tackle by Aziz Al-Shar, 4-year man out of Florida Atlantic. Okay, FAU.
Wow.
I see you.
The FAU native
from
Boca gonna make that huge tackle, and that stopped the Cowboys from getting that first down as Ezekiel Elliott gets tripped up on his right foot. I mean, you got to pound the rock to Elliott here to try and just get that first, as you would be mistaken if you didn't.
So now a 3rd and 1. That was just an amazing tackle. And they're coming in hot here. And this is going to be a run. They've got the blocks, and Elliott's got the first down into San Francisco territory. And the Cowboys looking to tie this football game with a touchdown.
Yeah.
They're already
like I expected, you run that to Zeke, and Elliott playing pretty solid since Pollard has gotten hurt. They're relying on him for the run game, and Elliott going to get that first down and put them into Niners territory with a refresh of downs.
1st and 10. Prescott throws to the sideline. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb, breaking tackles and goes down inside the 30. And the Cowboys really want to respond with that game-tying touchdown.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb playing amazing this game with over 100 receiving yards.
Yeah, Charvarius Ward could not take him down. He had to get taken down on the second effort by Lenore, who had an interception earlier in this game. Now 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the San Francisco 27-yard line. See what they can do here. This is a new running back in the backfield for Dallas. They're going to give Zeke a break. Play clock at 1. And, oh my goodness, Hufanga read that. Prescott's got to do something, and he's going to lose yardage. Wow. How about the pressure from Hufanga making big plays all season? And why not right there making it 2nd and long for the Cowboys?
Yeah.
He comes in untouched again. Look at that. He's just there.
And he almost forced a fumble there, as he was going for the ball more than the tackle, but I feel like there you go for that tackle, because that would put the Cowboys in a field goal range for an average NFL kicker, but not really for Greg Maher, as he has not been the lucky foot.
2nd and 14. There's CeeDee Lamb again. He is just having a career game at this point. Keeps racking up yards, and now a big 3rd down play of the game coming up, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb unstoppable by this Niners defense, as Prescott 180 receiving yards or passing yards, and Lamb has way more than half of those yards. He has 120 almost.
3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Blitz coming. Cowboys pick it up. Prescott throws over the middle, and CeeDee Lamb can't haul it in. Once again, the San Francisco defense doing their job, and the Cowboys will send on the field goal unit.
You know whose time it is.
Oh. I don't know. Every time he takes the field, I hear that Edwin Diaz walkout song. I don't know why.
I feel like
I just don't know. Every time Brett Maher takes 43 yards. Oh no.
43 yards.
Look out, everybody.
5-yarder. I feel like sometimes
if there's a chance of my.
It may just be me, but I feel like sometimes the longer field goals are easier for kickers because of the wind. ass.
43 yards. He got
That's
it.
it.
The
Wow.
confidence is back for Brett Maher. He knocks through their field goal. And the Cowboys have now cut the deficit to 4 as we got a ball game here in San Francisco, 16-12. The Niners still on top. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. We are back here on the Carolina Cast as the Niners lead 16-12, but Brett Maher gains some confidence as he knocks through a field goal. But I'm telling you, Matthew, that extra point is pretty important right now. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. If Brett Maher made that field goal, it would have been a 3-point deficit, meaning that if the Niners offense could not do anything, the Cowboys defense gets a stop, then Brett Maher can take the field and try and tie with the field goal. But now the Cowboys are still in need of a touchdown to try and take the lead back.
Yeah.
Maher's going to kick it away right here. I don't know why someone's standing so close to the football. And Ray McLeod's just going to let this go in the back of the end zone. And the Niners will start from their own 25-yard line. 11:03 to go in this heavyweight divisional round game. As next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time will be the NFC Championship. The Eagles will take on either the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers. And at 6:30, the Kansas City Chiefs will host the Cincinnati Bengals after the Bengals pulled off what some know as an upset over the Buffalo Bills, ending the Bills' playoff run 27-10 earlier today. And they'll take on Kansas City. Once again, that's back-to-back AFC Championship game from last season, a rematch. And over the middle, there's George Kittle for the first down. Brock Purdy with a laser to his trusty tight end and an immediate first down to start the drive.
There's George Kittle again, getting open down the middle of the field when Purdy needs him most. And Mr. Irrelevant with a dot right to George Kittle. And that is exactly what you want to do to start off this drive, as a touchdown here could be the icing on the cake.
1st and 10 now. One receiver on the right. This is still going to be a run play. Elijah Mitchell breaking tackles just shy of midfield. It'll be 2nd and short for the Niners. Approaching the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. And Kyle Shanahan on Brock Purdy. He said he's definitely, and I quote this, he's definitely the most poised rookie he's ever had Brock Purdy not just being a rookie, the last draft pick in the entire 2022 draft, came in as the third string quarterback on the Niners, became the starter, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, a story that is an amazing story, and he's been 5-0 when he starts.
And looking to make it 6-0 tonight as Mitchell gets stuffed up at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 now for the Niners. It's a big play for the Cowboys defense. You can get your offense back on the field, try and get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, big play. I mean, Kittle has been a huge target this game. Maybe you hit George Kittle again. He has 79 receiving yards. He's leading the team right now. 3rd and 2, looks like it's pass formation. Kittle in the backfield in motion.
And now an empty backfield. McCaffrey's going to go into the slot on the left side. Purdy throws, slant. Brandon Ayuk, first down into Dallas territory.
And there you go. Another first down for Brock Purdy and his 49ers offense.
Just Brandon Ayuk wide open over the middle of the field. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was almost tipped by a Cowboys defensive lineman, but Purdy, perfect placement, and he got it right where he needed to get that first down. Brandon Ayuk with the second reception of the game. That one was a 9-yard gain. Here we go, first and 10.
Juwan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk on the left side. Looks like a run play to Elijah Mitchell. They get the snap off with 1 second, and it is Mitchell on the run, bursting ahead for a gain of 4 yards, maybe 5, and it'll be 2nd and mid for the Niners. 8 minutes to go here, in regulation at least.
Yeah, as in that first half, the Cowboys putting lots of pressure to Brock Purdy, but so far in this second half, especially this first quarter, as we're already halfway done with the fourth quarter, believe it or not. And they have not applied as much pressure. So I feel like if they want to get a big stop here, force them to 3, you have to apply some more pressure.
The Cowboys cannot give up a touchdown right now.
Oh, no. Then that may be the game.
And are they going to call timeout?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just took the play clock down all the way. They wanted to waste as much time as possible. And the Niners used their first timeout of the second half. And we'll take a quick commercial break. The Niners lead the Cowboys 16-12, 7:31 to go in this second half. Oh, you're watching live on the Carolina Cast. .31 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The San Francisco 49ers lead the Dallas Cowboys 16-12 is your score from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The winner once again taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. As we're starting to come to the end of this game here, who will be heading to Philadelphia? Will the Niners have to go across the country playing a new time zone, or will the Cowboys get to play their NFC East rival? not really a primetime matchup because it'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Feel like a primetime matchup, but it won't actually be one.
This family just earned free tickets to Super Bowl 57, standing with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Hall of Fame San Francisco 49er wide receiver Jerry Rice.
Lucky. I wish I was up there.
Free tickets to Arizona for Super Bowl 57. Hopefully their Niners will be there. They got to get past this game and the Eagles. 2nd and 5 for Brock Purdy and the Niners. They're going to overload that left side. Looks like another run for Elijah Mitchell, though. Now they're going to move George Kittle to the right, and it is another run for Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell taken down shy of the first down marker as the initial tackle was made by Oza Odigwaza, second-year man at UCLA. Bro, come on.
3rd and 3, 193 passing yards for Brock Purdy. Now, this is a big decision here. Do you pound the rock to Christian McCaffrey, who has not been the most consistent tonight? Or do you throw that ball? I mean, a good option here would be George Kittle, who's had an amazing game as McCaffrey in motion.
Cowboys need to stop. And there's McCaffrey. He's going to hold on to the football. First down, San Francisco. As the
Wilson
tackle made by
down there.
He just could not stop Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but McCaffrey wouldn't have been open. But if you watch this replay, Wilson fell on the ground.
Oh.
George Kittle with the finesse play, and who will push Wilson down. And that will result in a Niners first down. Christian McCaffrey with 23 receiving yards, and that added to it.
Yeah. Niners take advantage. 1st and 10 inside the Dallas 30. And they're just going to run it once again. Elijah Mitchell. It's a gain of 3 yards for taken down. Under 6 minutes to go in this game. And the Niners is trying to take down as much clock as they can. The Cowboys still have all 3 timeouts. Not looking at final drive situation, but if you're the Cowboys defense, the best thing you can do right here is give up a field goal, make this a touchdown game.
Yeah, I mean, the Niners already used 1 timeout. So there is 6 timeouts left in this game, including the 2-minute warning. And the Cowboys hold 3 of them. They may even get an advantage from the 2-minute warning, as stopping them on the 2nd and 7 or on the set of downs would be huge for the Dallas.
Here's another run. It's Mitchell again. He's breaking tackles. Elijah Mitchell has the first down, and the Niners are in the red zone as Trayvon Diggs makes the tackle. But San Francisco, they keep picking up first downs. They're going to find the end zone sooner than later.
Elijah Mitchell going to get the handoff, get a block, break a tackle, break another tackle, and get taken down by Trayvon Diggs. That is what I call fighting through pain and being persevere and having lots of perseverance. As this half, 65 rushing yards for the Niners compared to the 21 from the Cowboys, as 49ers dominating.
Here's another run. Mitchell stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he lost a yard. So the success won't last very long, and it's going to be 2nd down for the Niners. Got back to the line of scrimmage, it looked like, to make it 2nd and 10. Now 4 minutes to go. The Niners they're just taking down as much clock as they can. And now it's starting to actually look like, hey, if the defense does get a stop, this actually might be the upcoming game-winning drive for the Dallas Cowboys. Now under 4 minutes to go. And empty backfield for Brock Purdy. 3 receivers line up on the right. I think San Francisco wants to throw a screen, but they're unable to do so, and then Brock Purdy just throws it in the dirt. They try to get it to Deebo Samuel. He looks confused at the sideline, and now it's 3rd and 10, and all that clock just stopped with 3:49 to go, and this is the play of the game.
Yeah, so let's say they don't get this field goal 19 to 12. The Cowboys will have 3 timeouts and around 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we'll say. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to try and score a touchdown. I feel like in that situation, you don't need to take the risk and go for 2 because there's no more coin flip deciding a playoff game. So now you could play by those college rules. Samuel may have predicted it.
Purdy's going to take off. Can he get that first down? No, he cannot. He's wrapped up by Vander Esch, and now it looks like Kyle Shanahan's going to have to send out Robbie Gould for the field goal, try and make it a touchdown game.
Yeah, it'll be 28 yards, I'm pretty sure. But Robbie Gould trying to keep it perfect. He probably will. Pretty short field goal. That's a chip shot. I'm sorry, guys. I said lucky, and I did not know that the child's dad had died, so I'm sorry for that misunderstanding. I just heard that he won Super Bowl tickets, so yeah.
Oh, I have no clue what you're talking about. Where Robbie Gould knocks through the field goal, and I don't know why we have the timer and stuff up. We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need this extra stuff right here. But yes, the Niners get a field goal. They go up by a touchdown. 19-12 is the score. And we're going to take a commercial break. Dallas Cowboys and the Niners are going to have an opportunity to go down the field and try and win this football game. When we come back, the game-winning drive on the line for Dallas. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. Here we go. The Niners leading the Cowboys 19-12. 3 minutes to go in what some call the money drive. This might be the Cowboys' chance to go to the NFC Championship, or the Niners going to stop them short. So Dallas is going to get the ball. Here we go. Niners up by 7. Here it comes. Robbie Gould to kick it away. 3:04 to go. Dak Prescott. He's been a great franchise quarterback for this Cowboys team. Can he lead them to the NFC Championship over Brock Purdy and the Niners? It's going to start with this drive. Robbie Gould kicks it away. Turpin has had some great returns. He returns it again, but he's not going to have a good return this time. Only up to the 17-yard line. And now 2:59 to go is when this drive starts. As Dak Prescott has had 10 interceptions under pressure, which is the most in the NFL. And this includes the postseason. He's had 2 of those today under pressure. So if the Niners find a way, get into the skin of Dak Prescott, it's going to be a little harder for him to try and make a play. As a backstage, I don't want to put the time up if that's all right. So 1st and 10. Actually, you know what? Put the time up. Well, I don't. And nearly intercepted by Dre Greenlaw. What also could have been a pick 6 too. A terrible start to the drive. No, but yeah, if you guys want to put it up, let's go. So yeah, we got a Niners fan in the house right here.
Have I been muted this whole time?
I think you have. I'm not sure.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, now 2nd and 10. 3 receivers line up on the left, 1 on the right. Prescott, they need something here. Looking, takes a shot over the middle of the field. He has Gallup, but he can't hold on to it. Charvarius Ward on the coverage. No flags thrown, and now the play of the game. 3rd and 10 upcoming. They tried the big play to Gallup, but he just a little bit off. Good defense by Ward, as Gallup he couldn't get his fingers around it. And Kittle loving it. And Charvarius Ward, he's not letting that happen. Now 3rd and 10. Crowd getting into it. Prescott, they get the snap off. He's got to do something. Dak Prescott pressure coming, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it's going to be a 4th and 10, and I think the Cowboys have to punt it right here.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, McCarthy's taking them off the field. You have to punt it right here. What a humongous play. And they'll probably be able to get the punt off before. They'll be able to get the punt off before the 2-minute warning, which after this punt should send us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys want to get the snap off as soon as possible. There you go. They don't want to waste all that time.
Great punt.
And McLeod fair catches at the 26. So the Cowboys
have to get a playoff. That's good for the Cowboys because they're going to run it.
Because now the Cowboys technically have 4 timeouts if you count the 2-minute warning. But yeah, Prescott just couldn't find anything. Maybe would have had Zeke if he decided to go with the right side. But the tight ends of the Cowboys in that offensive line trying to hold on, and they just could not. And this is why the Niners have the best defense in the NFL. So here we go. Dallas has all 3 timeouts. You can also say they have 4 with a 2-minute warning. But either way, they're going to need to stop. They're going to need the football back. They cannot give up a first down. At maybe 1 first down can win this game for the Niners. I think pretty much 1 first down can send the Niners to the NFC Championship game to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. 1st and 10. It's a pass. Brock Purdy throws. It's caught by George Kittle. They get the first down. Wow, what a risky but smart move by Kyle Shanahan and the Niners. So now technically the 2-minute warning gets used, but the Cowboys are still going to have to burn those 3 timeouts to get the football back. Wow. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. I think we're going to stay on here since it is the 2-minute warning. And yeah, our backstage Samuel he's right. He's saying right now that if the Cowboys do score a touchdown, they get the ball back, do score a touchdown, the game is going to come into the hands of Brett Maher for an extra point.
And guys, we're going to look back on Brett Maher missing that extra point. This could have been the game-winning drive if he would have hit that.
Yeah. It would have been at least a 6-point game.
Yeah, it would have been tied.
Wow.
Yeah, Maher still would have had to win it.
Correct.
But
it
would have been a not winner go home situation. It would have been a winner overtime situation.
Yeah. Either way, now the game is in the Dallas defense because now you cannot give up a first down. 1 first down. Yeah, literally 1 first down can send the Niners to Philadelphia and take on the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
Niners at Eagles is what most people predicted on Championship Sunday. And that's what I put down. And I also, but I had, I'm pretty sure I had Bills Chiefs or I had Bengals Chiefs. I know I had one of the 2.
Yeah.
So,
Bills Chiefs would have been played in Atlanta, but now the Chiefs are going to have home field advantage because the Bengals won. But you know that Joe Burrow likes playing on the road. He beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship last year on the road. They were down 21-3 at halftime, made an incredible second half comeback. But we got a question here for the Bengals and Chiefs score predictions. I'm sorry. I'm taking Joe Burrow again. I just don't know how you can't. I know it's Mahomes. But it's Burrow. I like Burrow in this game. And oh my God, look at George Kittle at the camera. Looks like a little kid just playing peekaboo with the camera.
You know what? I agree. I got the Bengals.
Yeah, give me Joe Burrow.
I am joking. I got Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry. But it's going to, excuse me.
You know, Mahomes is not 100%. I'm going Burrow.
I don't care.
Burrow just won in the snow. Mahomes is not 100%.
But I think it's going to be the best game of the year.
1st and 10, handoff to Elijah Mitchell. The Cowboys cannot give up a first down. And he's stuffed, so now Dallas can use their first timeout. Assuming the Niners run it on all these plays, they don't get the first down. The Cowboys would get the football back without any timeouts.
Yeah, as 2nd and 9. I mean, usually in this situation, the run doesn't usually get you a first down. But you never know, as the Cowboys are 22nd statistically in rushing defense. So if there's an open hole, then that could be the game. As I don't know. This is just going to be a play that could decide the game for Dallas. And Dak Prescott, the quarterback, wants to have it in his hands, but it's not in his hands.
Now a 2nd and 9. Just the Niners have to be careful to make sure they don't make any mistakes. That Dallas could take over in a better spot.
Stay in bounds. That's my tip.
They're going to toss it to the right side. And down the sideline. Elijah Mitchell has that first down.
But
he went out of bounds, but they're in field goal range, so that might be game.
Okay, if he doesn't hit a field goal, Cowboys would have the ball at midfield with around 30 seconds remaining.
Wow. But, I mean, they're in field goal range now.
And no, not really.
That's inside the 40.
Chris, that's like a 65-yarder.
No, that's not that's a like long 50. They can they're likely gonna pick up a couple yards right
they're
now.
at like the 48, bro.
They'll pick up a couple yards. Watch.
Oh, they're at the 44. That's a 61.
Yeah, but they're gonna pick up a couple yards. See, there's a yard right there. There comes Dallas' second timeout. There's no way the Cowboys are gonna force like a yard or 0 yards on every play. That's nearly impossible to do. And come on, is Robbie Gould postseason that guy? Now, I'm not saying they're going to force the field goal, though, so I see what you mean. San Francisco should just run it on all these plays and then try and pin them deep.
As a long pause after that timeout, as Dak Prescott knows this could be the fate of his career, yet to get the Cowboys to a championship game. He's barely behind in this one. He needs his defense to get it stopped.
Here comes the 2nd and 9. Here's the run. Mitchell. Okay, I mean, they do hold him there again. Maybe Dallas does get that stop. I just did not think that was likely. Wow. Okay, they get the ball with about 50 seconds. Something like, actually, no. Yeah, like 50, 40 seconds. Maybe 30. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely under a minute. There's a 99.9% chance Dallas will get the ball with under a minute if they do not give up a first down right here. But if the Niners pick up 8 yards right here, I say you throw a screen here. What do you think?
I feel like you just throw the ball.
Well, not like throw the ball, like run a screen pass right here. So it's still the clock can still run.
I think you run like a short pass. But the one thing you want to do here, actually no. No, I think you just run the ball, stay safe, and then you try and kick your 3. But that's the problem. I think you may have to punt it.
Which, I mean, that wouldn't be that bad. You can try and pin them deep.
I mean, either punt it or go for it even if you're the Niners. Because let's say you're going to punt it, going for it would be...
There's that screen. It's to McCaffrey. He gets eaten behind the line of scrimmage. Okay.
Yeah, he's not hitting a 63-yarder or 61-yarder, 62-yarder. I think they either go for it or they punt it. I feel like they punt it. And why is Brock Purdy on the field?
They're going to chew as much clock as they can. Purdy's staying on the field. I don't think they're going to snap.
No, they're probably just trying to get them to jump because there's no way.
No, they're probably trying to get a flag to move back even more.
Oh, yeah. Well, either of them.
But yeah, that run by Elijah Mitchell was huge.
Chris, I almost
stepped right there.
Chris, I almost said Keaton Mitchell.
ECU running back. Yeah, they take that flag with 50 seconds.
Okay.
Now Purdy will walk off the field. Now here comes the punt, obviously. Not going to kick a field goal now. So now they're trying to pin them deep. Oh my goodness, this is literally what happened in the wild card game. Dallas needed to score a touchdown. They had no timeouts. They started deep in their own territory. Then they got a chance to score, and they couldn't clock it. And this is literally the wild card game from last year.
Here we go.
Very
51
similar.
seconds. The punt. Now, Dak Prescott is actually a pretty clutch quarterback.
Who knows?
Chris, Prescott is a pretty clutch quarterback, to be honest.
Why would you? Okay.
Oh, at the 6. Here we go. The Dallas Cowboys have one last chance to keep their season alive. 19-12, Dak Prescott, 20 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. This includes the postseason, so that is actually a really high number for Prescott. As here we go. The Niners defense, all they need to do is stop them from reaching the end zone, which would be 94 yards.
Yeah. Cowboys need to go 94 yards in 45 seconds, no timeouts, an absolute miracle. Prescott in the end zone, rolling to his right, and can't take a safety. He gets out of it. He throws incomplete. They lost 7 seconds and got nothing out of it.
I feel like you have to just, you can't do any no huddles unless it's, a really big play. But if it's not, Armstead almost had him on the safety.
Yeah, Prescott, if he could not have taken that sack, that'd be a safety in game. And the clock would have kept running if he was stopped at the 1, but that was clearly in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10. I think you throw to the sideline, just try and get yards.
Yeah.
Prescott looking. There it is. Sideline. It's caught by Schultz, just short of the marker. Out of bounds. Takes up 5 seconds. It's 3rd and 1 with 33 seconds. The sideline is your friend right now. If you're Dallas.
Yeah. I feel like he should keep hitting Dalton Schultz. I mean, Schultz has been great so far. He had their only touchdown. And this is the time where you run a route. It has to be near the sideline. Catch that ball.
Schultz is wide open right there. Why did you move him?
No, he's going to run an out route. He's going to run an out route, Chris.
I mean, they still run that out route, but is he going to get out of bounds? He does.
Let's go. I'm like,
why is
I don't.
Wait, he did not get out of bounds.
What?
What in the world is going on? And they're going to snap the football. Prescott rolling to his left, 14, 13, throws to the sideline, incomplete. How did he not get out of bounds?
What? That just ruined the whole game.
There's now 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh, that's game over. Now they're just going to play 3-man deep, right? Chris, if it was Madden simulation, they wouldn't play 3-man deep. Okay,
I
so
mean,
10 seconds left.
I think you
Second
try
and
and
10.
get 10 yards, 15 yards on an
No,
out
you
route
literally
to
have
the
two
sideline.
plays. You have two plays.
Yeah, you have 2 plays. You're going to have
You
to
get to midfield and you go for the Hail Mary. There's no way. This game's over. It's pretty much over.
No, get it to Gallup right there. You got him on the left. Get a first down out of bounds.
I mean, they're playing 3-man deep. They don't care if they get a 20-yard gain. Yeah.
There it is.
Boom.
Catch out of bounds.
Okay, 60
Okay,
yards.
now this is the
Here we
game.
go.
Now this is the game. Does Prescott have the arm to throw this to the end zone? This would be about a 65-yard throw. Yeah. He's got to have that arm. Does he have the arm? This is it. The last play of the game. 5 seconds. The Niners do have a timeout if they do want to use one here, but that'd be kind of weird if they did. Did Schultz get his feet in bounds?
I think they messed it up.
1. He didn't get his feet in bounds. Oh my goodness. Simple mistakes. He got 1 foot down. Wow. That is a simple mistake. Schultz didn't even get his feet in bounds.
There's the game.
Wow. So now they're going to booth review that, and that's obviously incomplete. I don't think I see anything that would make that complete. Wow. Now that is game changer because now they can't throw a Hail Mary. Wait, hold on. That might be a catch.
No.
He had to have 1 foot. It's very close. They need to show it back again. Hold on.
I think they made their
Schultz
decision.
just went too fast. It is very close. Look at the feet the second it touches his hands. Boom. No, it's off. Nope. It's off. That's not he did not make the catch.
Yeah, the ref's going to have to tell the unfortunate news to the crowd and to the Dallas Cowboys as that is probably season over. A silly mistake.
Now they're going to need because Prescott can't throw this to the end zone.
No,
they're not going to have those 10, 15 yards. Now you have to do laterals.
Great. We remember when the Panthers did laterals.
Incomplete pass.
Yup, incomplete.
Well, now this is the game. Well, it would have been the game either way, but now the problem is instead of Prescott having a chance to throw a Hail Mary, which was created by the Dallas Cowboys, now you have to do a lateral because there is no way Prescott can throw this ball all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, he can't.
He's gonna have time to do that. And look at they're using they have no O-line on this play. What is this?
Wait, what? I'm really confused.
Is this legal? Hold on. I don't know if this is legal or not. They have no O-line. What is this?
Okay.
I guess it's just snap the football, then immediately go. And San Francisco used their second timeout to be prepared for this. Because this would be probably one of the greatest football plays of all time if the Cowboys do score a touchdown. And now they added on a second. I don't know if that really helps. But there's 6 seconds on the clock now.
Matthew, we're going out for a walk. Why is it under it?
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button here if you're on the Carolina Cast stream right now, because this would be probably one of the greatest plays in NFL history if it does happen, but that should be game. There is no way.
Oh, yeah, there's absolutely zero way.
This would be one of the greatest, maybe the greatest NFL play of all time. They scored a touchdown here. So the odds of the Cowboys actually doing this very, very low. But let's see. Here we go. They literally have Ezekiel Elliott snapping the football. There's O-line on the left, O-line on the right, and wide receivers.
You know this play's not going to work. It looks super dumb.
This looks like the dumbest NFL play I've ever seen. They literally have they're using their old look. I wish I could take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Hold on. What in the world is that?
Okay,
I'll
this
show
is
that
not
later.
good.
Here we go. This is it. Do you believe in miracles?
Okay,
Pass is
bro.
caught and immediate tackle
Oh,
in that
God.
game. Oh my.
The San
Pass was
Francisco
caught,
49ers
immediately
are
tackled.
going to Philadelphia next weekend on Sunday, and this will do it here in San Francisco.
What was that?
Samuel,
was
I don't know what that was. I am very
See it.
confused on that play. I don't know what was going in the Cowboys' minds.
Wow. Well, that's it for the game. The San Francisco 49ers will play the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. How about
I mean,
that?
Zeke under center.
Yeah, that was weird. This is also the San Francisco 49ers' second straight NFC Championship appearance. They made it last year where they fell just short to the Rams, who went on to win the Super Bowl. But the 49ers and the Eagles
one rusher on that play. 49ers had one rusher on that play.
I cannot.
And just completely,
wow.
Zeke gets pushed back like 1 second into the play. And it only took like 3 seconds, that entire play.
And that's going to do it. We're going to go on commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the Carolina Cast postgame show. But congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers, who will take on the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. And it is all over in Santa Clara. The San Francisco 49ers take down the Dallas Cowboys in the divisional round of the playoffs. The Niners win 19-12, your final score. Welcome, everybody, to the Carolina Cast live postgame show. I'm Chris Firmer alongside Matthew Sadik and Samuel Levine. And the Niners, they're heading to the NFC Championship for the second straight season. As they have, oh no. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties in the background, excuse me. But we're going to get back to this. The Niners are in the NFC Championship game for the second straight time. Last year, they fell short of the Los Angeles Rams on the road. Now they got to play the Eagles on the road. Let's get straight to the postgame show. So, Samuel, what did you see from that game tonight?
This was compared to the other games, I'd say this was actually the best game. I mean, pretty good rivalry that you have here. Probably one of the biggest rivalries in football, but that's not divisional rivalries. And we saw a really good game. I mean, low scoring. That's what you expect in a rivalry. And I said it around halftime. You never know who's going to show up. And today was that 49ers defense like they've been doing all year long.
So, Matthew, tell me about your input in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Niners defense, best defense in the NFL. They're going to win this one. I mean, that last play of the game, I can't get over how ridiculously dumb that was. And I don't even know what to say about that. But the man of the hour was George Kittle on the offensive end for the 49ers, as he had an amazing performance with 95 yards. And then CeeDee Lamb had an incredible first 3 quarters, but not seen much in the fourth quarter. As Chris, will take it back to you.
Yeah, why don't we go over a quick stat update? We'll start with the winning team. Brock Purdy went 19 for 29, 214 passing yards. Did not have a passing touchdown, but on the run game, Elijah Mitchell actually had more rushing yards than Christian McCaffrey. He had 51 rushing yards. McCaffrey only had 35. He did have a receiving touchdown, and George Kittle had a monster game at tight end, 5 receptions for 95 yards. Once again, no touchdowns, though. And then Fred Warner had 7 solo tackles for the Niners, 1 tackle for a loss, and an interception in this game. Then we can look at the Dallas Cowboys, the losing team. Prescott went 23 for 37, 206 passing touchdowns, but 2 costly interceptions throughout this game. Ezekiel Elliott led the way with 26 rushing yards. I think the big problem was losing Tony Pollard late in the second half. He had 22 rushing yards until he got injured and was out for the rest of the game. CeeDee Lamb, though, probably had the best stat of the entire game. 10 receptions for 117 yards, and it still was not enough for them to win this football game. And Dalton Schultz had 5 receptions for 27 yards and the Cowboys' only touchdown. Then Dayron Bland had 7 solo tackles in this game. He had a great game. Brett Maher, he did miss an extra point in this game, but it wouldn't have mattered because it wouldn't have, oh my goodness. We are having some major backstage issues, but Brett Maher, he missed an extra point in this game as well, which was, expected. Expect the unexpected sometimes. It wasn't very unexpected for this playoff run. Yeah, I think we're going to call it. All right, yeah, that we're going to call it right there for tonight. Thank you, everybody who showed out. The San Francisco 49ers have punched their ticket to the NFC Championship game as Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The Philadelphia Eagles will host the San Francisco 49ers in Lincoln Financial Field. And at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium will hold Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals for the AFC Championship game. Once again, I'm Chris Verma alongside Matthew Sadik and Samuel Levine. And we're going to say so long from Santa Clara. You watch this coverage of the NFC Divisional Round live on the Carolina Cast.
Subscribe!